Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive.
You just turn it on.
The last episode, dude. This is it. And who else to celebrate it with but the one and only Dre, the #1 Chief Rawka, dude.
Hey, cheers, bro.
Cheers. I mean,
Episode 258.
257.
Oh, so that's right. Okay. 257.
Yeah.
The last episode of the other side of the Beehive. I thought the last episode was the one that Justin left.
No, dude.
Which I don't get it, but
No, hey, we got to talk about that because Justin said, hey, what's his problem?
With
What you said on YouTube.
What did I say?
You said, like, you guys are talking like Justin's going to die.
I know, you acting like he's dead.
Well,
he literally said on the episode,
we all gonna
hey,
die.
just hit me up. Just hit me up and I'll come do it.
We all going to die. Dude.
So this whole thing is pointless.
We all dying every day, dude.
This whole somber moment is pointless. When's the last time you had a violent encounter?
Jesus.
It's pretty good, huh? Dude, one will do you.
Oh, really?
One will do you.
Ooh, where'd you get it from?
Red Rock. Mr. William Wonder put me onto it.
Ooh.
8.5% alcohol.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
How come you didn't say that before I opened it?
One will do you. It's delicious. When was the last time you had a violent encounter?
A violent encounter?
Yeah.
I want to say I was in high school.
Like, were you the victim or were you the person that, like, caused the violence?
Well, as you know, I went to, like, high school became my the point in my life when I started going down. So I started in a private high school, and then I ended up in a public one. So in the public one, it was Vatos Locos forever, dude. So when there was, like, a fight, it was like, oh, we're all going to fight.
What year were you in high school? What years was this? Like, 03?
No. I came here.
You came in here in 01, and you were 18.
Yeah.
So this might have been 2000, maybe 99?
Even maybe 99, 98, around there.
That's freshman, sophomore year?
Sophomore, I think?
No, it was 99 then, because if you're 18...
It was 99 cents.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Got it, you drop it. Bought this motherfucker.
Wait, why are you asking?
Because I was thinking about this on my way over here. I had an
epiphany?
No, I sit and I think about, like, I don't know why I do this, but I think about what will happen if, right? So I have these 2 loose beers in my car. Yeah. I'm like, okay, what happens if somebody runs up on my car? Like, do I hit him in the head with this bottle? Do I go for my keys and hit him? Do I just shoot him? Like, what do I do? Yeah. So I always think about that, and I was like, damn, like, I haven't had a violent encounter in my life, which I'm glad for. Yeah. But I haven't had a violent encounter to test my might in a very long time.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes we need encounters to make sure that we're good.
And nowadays, it's not like, maybe it's the fact that we're in a different country, but like nowadays, it's actually dangerous to fight somebody because you don't know what they know. Like, if you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if you're like, what, bitch? And like, because, you know, we're guys, right? So we're not going to back out. So we're like, what, bitch? What? And next thing I know, that's a black belt. And you're going to get fucked, right?
Not only that, but you don't know what he has in his pocket.
That's another thing, but he doesn't know what you got in your pocket.
Exactly.
So
I used to think about, I don't know why, but in the 90s, I used to think that if I got in a fight, I might get like hepatitis or something.
Because you're going to get stabbed?
Because I'll get stabbed, or they might have AIDS or something.
Stab a skank before they stab you.
Oh, bro. Dirty blood, it scared me. Like, that's why I didn't have sex until late.
Yeah. Last week.
Because diseases really fucking scared me.
Yeah.
Because they made it a point. Like, drugs and diseases are scary. The government, the TV shows, the PBS kids.
Yo, speaking of sex, wife is running wild on Facebook, dude.
Who?
Yours.
What do you mean?
She's like baby fever and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, dude.
Yeah, she wants a baby.
Damn. What are you gonna do?
Too bad. She has that moment until my babies freak out.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I remember why I don't want another one.
Oh, nice,
right?
nice.
So
I get it.
and it's when she gets around, like we're in a family group chat, and my oldest cousin Tyrone, I think you might have met Tyrone. He used to have the car detailing business, Cutthroat Detailing.
Oh, I think I heard
a
you
long time ago.
it. Yeah.
Anyway, so he has a new baby.
Yeah.
Her name's Millie. She's adorable. The latest addition to the family. So in the group chat and the group text, my oldest cousin, who's kind of like my aunt, she's like, "Hey, we're doing family Christmas again this year.
Yeah,
this when we're doing it. Blah blah blah. Everybody, Millie's gonna be coming."
Oh, nice.
And so everybody in the chat, Tressa, here you get to scratch your baby fever, and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, like we're not having another kid. If I can help it, we're not having another kid. I can't help it. So, but. Yeah, man. So, but that whole thing, How old
were you when you had sex the first time?
The first time, I was late, bro. I was like full on, like dick and vagina was like 19, maybe 18, 19.
Yo, that's even
20.
That's even older than I was, because I want to say I was 16, 17, and I thought I was late.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
You were.
Yeah.
I had homies that were doing that like 13, 14.
Yeah, that's what yeah, exactly.
That was the same time that they were all smoking weed and shit too.
And like everybody that I would talk to, and obviously being in high school, right? So they're like, oh yeah. And then somebody would say, oh, I hooked up with this chick and I hooked up with this chick. And obviously they come to me and say, oh yeah, dude, I be hooking up with some bitches. And I was like, not once, dude.
And they act like they know it all.
Yeah. Right? But no, I'm saying like I hadn't at that point. Yeah. And I was talking like I did.
Oh,
but then now that I think about it, it's like, okay, well, how many? Well, I was lying, so how many of you motherfuckers were lying?
Oh, probably a shit ton. You knew who wasn't lying because they were like You knew who was actually getting some booty.
You'll be used to.
What's that?
They'll be used to it, so they're like, it's not a big deal.
It was the way that they carried themselves in school, right?
Yeah.
To me, the guys that were actually getting the booty, they weren't really cocky with it. They were kind of like, man, I ain't talking to Sarah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But really, it was always Ashley. Like Ashley's always the whore in school.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Ashley. Put her Instagram handle right here.
All the Ashleys. I never met an Ashley that wasn't a whore.
Yeah. The old Karens back in the day.
And Marcus and Ashley's were all.
What's Marcus' deal? He's
Marcus just spreading the seed all over the place.
Oh, dirtbag, huh?
Mm-hmm. Usually light skinned brother named Marcus.
Yeah.
Last name was probably like Williamson or Williams or Jeffries.
Yo, how shitty is this? I was just thinking I was talking to somebody at work about this. I have a friend whose best friend, for lack of better words, likes to hook up with people, right? I'm talking about a girl.
Okay.
Right? And so when I talk to my friend, I'm like, how shitty it is, and unfortunately, like if we were talking about a guy, it'd be like, even if you don't celebrate it, you're like, oh, that guy's crazy. Or like, oh, that guy he's just something else. But when it becomes a woman, it's like, I even go, that's kind of too much.
Because we look at women so delicate.
Like, it's like degrading a little bit. But on the other hand, I go out of my way to say, no. Shout out to her. Because obviously she doesn't have any responsibilities, right? She's not cheating on anybody. She's a well put together woman, but she just likes to go out and hook up with somebody.
I think what it is that men are so much more sensitive than women.
That is true.
We are so much more sensitive than women. We're so emotional that, us in general standards, this isn't for everybody, but generally men can go and have sex with no attachment.
Yeah.
Women can. But men, we're like, as much as men will try to front, we're in love. We're in love. We look at a woman and we're like, holy shit, like she can carry my kid, or you know what I mean? Like this is the one that's gonna be for life. Yeah. And you start fantasizing. It'd be 33.2 seconds and you're already thinking about, oh, we're going to Bali. Oh,
what size of ring am I gonna get?
Yeah, what's her Instagram account? How many followers?
That's how it is nowadays. What's the Instagram? What's the socials?
Well, I think now it's back in the day. So I got with my girl before. Social media was popping, but it wasn't like super popping.
Yeah.
And it's like social media, you'll look at the social media to see how popping they are, and to see your mutual people. Especially being here in Salt Lake in Utah, we're so small that for me, I don't want to date somebody that has already been dated by somebody in the entertainment scene. I lucked out. My girl has never been with a Utah rapper.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I can guarantee you that a lot of these Utah people in the entertainment field, a lot of the people that they date has been with somebody in the entertainment field.
I see what you're saying.
And I don't want that.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that happen with that.
Yeah.
You know?
I see what you're saying.
It gets muddy.
Yeah.
And I'm not with it.
I see where you're coming from, dude.
Yeah. Are you dating anybody?
I go out, but not necessarily settle on anybody.
So you're dating?
Yeah.
What was the last date you went on? How was it? What'd you do?
The last day I went on was with your cousin. It's your cousin Billy.
Oh. I was like, hold up. None of my female cousins are single. Actually, Billy's sister, she's dating. But with the female,
I do a lot of wise guys. A lot of dinners. Nothing crazy. I mean, I'm a chill date kind of guy. I do dinners, movies, or wise guys.
All the things you like.
No, but like I ask, I'm like, hey, no, because sometimes we go to the movies, and sometimes I gotta watch what they want to watch. I'm like, okay.
What was the last movie you watched?
That one with Jennifer Lawrence. She's trying to fuck this kid for a car. Remember?
Oh,
that movie's hilarious.
Hold on, what's it called?
I can't remember.
Who's Jennifer Lawrence?
The fucking girl from X-Men.
Oh, okay. No, I know. No. It's the one where she has to act like his girlfriend because the parents paid her.
Yeah, basically, because the parents are gonna give her a car.
Yeah, okay.
And she lost her car.
I know what you're talking about.
Have you seen it?
Nah.
It's funny, dude. It's hilarious.
Can you stream it?
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll try to stream it. That's where I'm at right
It's
now.
funny, yeah. So as busy as you are, do you go out on dates? Do you do things with just you and wifey? And I'm not talking, because I've seen you guys at a bar.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about you two.
It's something that I need to be better at. I mean, yeah, we do it, but it's not to the amount that I want to do it. It gets a little tricky when you have kids, though, too, right? Because we can't take kids everywhere, and so it gets tricky. Not as much as I want to, but definitely that's like 2024. Got to do it more.
I tell you what, dude. God forbid you are single again. No other woman would take you as busy as you are.
That's fine. I don't want another woman.
No, but I'm saying like it's like because you're so passionate about what you do, that some people are not gonna understand it. And shout out to your wife for that, because she's a trooper.
Yeah, man. I think after being in a relationship for 10 plus years, if God forbid if things don't work out,
You going gay, huh?
dog, I'm not looking at nobody, bro. I'm head down. All the advice I give you, I'm taking myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm hitting the ground running. I'm gone. Like, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, I mean, I'm still able to do that now. You know what I mean? Like, It's cool that my girl and my family is so supportive.
Yeah.
You know, that they allow me to do what I do. And hopefully it continues. You know what I mean? Because I really enjoy what I do.
That's cool. Every time I think of you guys, I'm like, those guys are riding dice, man. Those guys are together. She's cool with everything you do. She's supportive of everything you do. Now the kid's like everywhere whatever you do, and he's other than the bar. He's at the fights. He's podcasting. He's doing content.
Yeah, anything that I could bring my kids to, I try to. You know, and it's just to open up their eyes to like, there's more than just school and home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can make up your own mind. You don't have to work for nobody if you don't want to. But how much work are you willing to put in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How soon are you willing to do this? And I know my oldest is only 10, so I don't think he really understands. But hopefully, and I was thinking about this last night, hopefully the stones that I dropped today, hopefully they're able to pick it up along the way.
Yeah.
Because for me, I didn't really understand the lessons that my dad was teaching me until I was an adult.
Yeah.
About being loyal, about how to treat a woman, about how to speak, and things like that. And then the lessons that I didn't learn from my dad, I learned from just being hard work and not giving up. You know,
that's the same thing I got with my mom. I never realized how much my mom did until I was an adult. I was like, oh, you bust your ass off. I mean, I've said it before. She came to a point where she's like, okay, I'm gonna drop everything I know, family, friends, the people, the place that have seen me being born and grow, and I want to leave all that behind, and I want to take on a new adventure, and just to better my family. And now my sister travels all over the nation, being doing what she does, and I do okay for myself. But now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, and every now and then I see my little brother, like how he treats my mom, because he lives with her, so he gets to see like everyday thing, and I go, oh, you have no idea. Like, you have no clue. Same thing happened when I was living with the kids. When every now and then they will get to that point where like they start losing a little bit of respect for their mother, and I remember thinking, I'm like, you have no idea what your mom has done for you. No clue. You have no clue. And now obviously I've realized, my sister has realized, and the kids are at a point that are like, oh, okay, we can see what you did. We can see what you went through. You know what I mean? And for some of those years alone,
Have you seen the difference the way your mom parents you versus the way she parents your brother?
Oh yeah.
And what's the biggest difference?
Well, I think my mom got scarred because my sister. So obviously I grew up in Mexico, right? So I got my ass whooped, right?
What's that? I got my ass whooped in the United States.
Yeah, but you were raised differently. We're talking about Latinos in the United States, and then my mom would raise my sister the way she raised me. But then my sister was growing up saying like, "Oh, your parents can't spank you. Your parents can't do that."
Yeah.
And my sister called my mom in, and the cops came and knocked on my mom's door.
Your sister's a snitch?
Yeah, dude.
Yo, we don't fuck with you. No,
yeah, Fonzie, the rest of your kids to be snitches. No,
how much older are you than your sister?
10 years. She's 31. Yeah.
Holy smokes! And your sister is 10 years.
I think she's 11 years. So my little brother is 19.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Your mom waited too long.
Yeah, dude.
Not too long.
3 different batches too.
That's a long time between kids.
Yeah. I don't think she planned it like that, but.
And your mom's husband now is the father to your brother?
Yeah.
See, I wonder how that is, having both parents in the household your whole life.
Yeah, I never had that either.
Have you ever asked him? What would you do if mom and your dad broke up? I wonder how he would take it. He's 19 now.
He's at that age where he's not really having a good relationship with his dad, and it's not because of something that his dad is doing. He's just at another level, right? And it's not a bad thing, and it's not a good thing. He's just like, I just want to, like, when I talked to him one time, and he told me things. He wanted to move out, and he wanted to move out of Utah, and I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, you're 8 at that time. Like, you're 18. What are you doing? Oh, I just feel like I don't fit here and this and that. So I don't know if it's like an age thing. Obviously, I try to do things with him. I try to go out. I try to hang out with him. I took him to Justin's house one time, and he just sat there. And then he's like, I want to be in the car. I was like, you serious? He's like, yeah, let me know when you're done. I was like, okay. So I finished my cigar. I'm like, I gotta go, dude. I just fucking took off. And that was coming out of the movies. I went to the movies with him. And then I said, do you want to go and hang out with some friends? And he's like, yeah, sure. So we went, and he just sat there. He's like, not having it. So he's like in his own world. But like every time I talk to him, he has a new business idea. I want to do a mechanic, or I want to do fucking, I want to work for NASA, or I want to sell shoes, and I want to graphic design, and I want to do. He works on McDonald's, so it's like,
well, he needs to be put a step forward into what he really wants. He needs to get around graphic designers. Yeah. He needs to get around sneakerheads.
He made the decision of not finish school, and that kind of hurt my mom.
He didn't graduate? Not even GED?
No. So he's just like, he's in that mentality. And at a certain point, I can see that, right? But he's in a mentality, it's like, you don't need that to be successful.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, this is the, maybe this is the thing, is that I I think you should go and finish out your 12 years.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not even the education portion of it. It's the engagement portion.
Yeah.
Like a lot of what I learned in school wasn't just academics. You know what I mean? It's how to handle difficult conversations and difficult situations, bullying. I learned a lot, you know, even down to like detention center. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that I learned, but at the same time, like I was raised with a single father who didn't put up with shit. Your brother has a pillow. Mommy and daddy. You know what I mean? That's difficult. And things like that kind of I love that he has ambition. Yeah, but he has to go get it.
Yeah, it's like every time I see it gets to a point when I go like again with this stuff. But I try not to put him down. I'm like, okay, well then what are you gonna do? And one time I talked to him and I said, well, how about this? How about you just? And I think I talked to him one time that my mom was out of town, and I said, well, how about this? You don't want to finish school. Mom wants you to finish school. How about this? Finish school and then give her your diploma and says, now I'm gonna go do my thing. I did this for you. Now I'm going to look after myself and do what I want to do. And once you give her that, then she'll be like, okay, well, you reached what I wanted you to reach, right? At least to that level. And then you go do your thing. But he's just like,
You think she would, really? You think she would back off?
Yeah. Yeah. My sister's is a real example about that because she wanted to do the whole hairstylist thing, and she went through the school that my mom paid for, and all of a sudden I don't think she graduated, and even after that she was like, I want to do that, but now she's very successful at what she does.
How would you feel if your sister was an OnlyFans girl, like a cam girl, like a sex worker?
Whoa, dude.
The reason why I ask is because
no, but like you went from, I mean, what are we talking about?
You brought up your sister.
No, but like, are we talking about like
sex cam,
like she's actually banging
like
on camera?
I mean, just sexual. Like it might be herself solo. It might be with somebody else, man, woman. It might be whatever, sex, whatever, online.
Yeah.
And the reason why I asked this is because I was watching a video. It was one of the reels came up, and it was of the guy, the Adam 22, and his wife Lena.
Oh yeah.
And about how she got DP'd with another guy.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, damn, like they have a kid.
Yeah, dude.
They got parents.
Yeah.
Like, what do they think about?
Do you know they started a show, like kind of like The Bachelorette, but it's for them to find a guy that can bang her with him. Like they went through the whole. He just. In fact,
that's crazy.
In fact, he just came out yesterday. He just came out on Fighter and a Kid, Adam 22.
That's crazy. So what would you do? Your sister? You're just scrolling.
The first thing I would do. Nah, I don't. I mean, if I ever see a link on her profile, I will click on it, and then if I see what it is, then I'm like, obviously I'm not gonna follow it, but I'm
Why would you click the link in general?
No, because I want to know that she's doing it.
You're too curious.
No, but I don't want to. I'm not subscribing. I'm like, oh, okay, so you're doing this. I'm like, okay, but like one thing I would really ask, I'd be like, hey,
how much money are you?
No, kind of. I'd be like, hey. Just one. I want one question. How many followers you got? How many subscribers you have? And if she says like I have like I don't know whatever, like if she says I got 300, of $10 a piece, I was like, damn. But also fuck those guys. But I'll be like, do you think?
Would you be heartbroken? Would you be like, no?
I don't know if heartbroken would be the word, dude. I would just be
your
like,
baby sister. You were 10 years old when she was born.
Yeah.
You held her little head. Now she's giving head.
Hey, dude! What the fuck? Oh, come on, Dre. I mean, I don't think I would. I would just ask her. I would just because I have that relationship with my sister, right? That I go, hey,
are you sucking dick?
Like no, I'm not gonna ask that, but I would say something like, hey, I've seen your links.
Oh no, don't.
And then. And I would, you know what? And I would just say, I won't ask her what she does or how, like how
she does what?
No, I won't like what she does. I meant to say what she does. I won't ask her what she does or how how deep she goes into this thing.
Oh my gosh, how deep she goes.
But I was just fucking you're fucking taking my words. I'm fucked up. I'm just kidding. But I would just be like, are you making enough money to be okay with this? And then if she says yes, I'm like, fuck, do your thing.
Man, I would be crushed if I was just scrolling and I see my sister getting banged out. Or my mom.
That's different. Because you said I see my sister getting banged out. I wouldn't go that far.
You literally was like, I'm going to touch the link.
Yeah, I will click on the link because it will come out like her profile.
That's
of like,
you looking
no,
for it,
that's not looking. Clicking the link doesn't give you a video.
Why do you click the links in your sister's profile
the link
anyway?
like, hold on. So I click the link and I'm scrolling. I'm like, okay, so for example, people, I'm like, oh, so she's doing OnlyFans, Fit Finder, and like Twitter or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I go, okay, and I know exactly what she's doing.
The Twitter's free, so you go to Twitter first.
I don't need to subscribe.
I know your move. You dirty. You dirty,
shut
man.
The fuck, it's my sister.
Yeah, you dirty motherfucker.
You say I don't. If I see my sister getting banged
it's very
up,
true, man. It would hurt my heart. It would hurt my heart, man. It would hurt my heart.
Remember one time you told me, I think, by the way, the last time you were here was in 208, back in fucking January. You said to me, or one of those times you said to me, one of the early episodes, you said, I'm scared to have a daughter because I know that one day someone's gonna look at her the way I look at her mom.
It's very true. It's very true. And the thing about it too, and I was looking at my dad. I took my dad to the store. Every Sunday. My dad doesn't have a car, so every Sunday when I'm leaving the studio or I'm leaving somewhere, I'm out and about. I hit my dad up. Hey, Dad, you need to go to the store? Yeah, come on by. So I take him to the store. This fool, when he got out of my car, his ass cheek was hanging out. And it was all ashy. My dad's black. And he's an ashy ass, right? And so I'm like, Dad, you need to put some Jergens on that shit. And I started thinking as I was driving home, I was like, damn, I wonder how much pussy my dad got with that ashy ass. Because we forget that our parents
got down.
Yeah. Like your mom sucked a dick. My mom sucked a dick. My dad's dick. And probably many more.
Yeah, but it's easier.
My mom was a whore.
It's easier for you to say that shit, motherfucker. And you know why.
Why?
Because you have a relationship with your mom. Shout out to Will Wonder, by the way.
I do got a relationship with my mom.
No, you don't.
I mean, I had for 5 years. Those 5 years were solid, though. She made sure I got fed. You know what I mean? My ass was changed.
And she was sucking dick with that.
And she was sucking dick while doing it. The cool thing about it is though that like your mom is in a relationship, loving relationship, married, right? And in daybreak, right?
Yeah.
Probably getting her back blown out right now.
Hey, dude.
What do you think your mom's favorite position is?
She's probably old school, right? A little mish. A little mish.
You think she rides on top?
I don't know, dude.
I think my dad gives it hard from the back.
Didn't you say you heard him one time?
Oh yeah, I've heard my dad. You know what? Matter of fact, I was probably about 7 years old. It was when my grandpa, his dad, passed away, and we came back to Utah from Portland, and my dad brought me to see my mom. Mm-hmm. Well, in the midst of seeing her that day and whatnot, they kind of, I guess, they just hung out for the rest of the day, and my dad ended up staying the night too, and I'm sleeping, and all of a sudden I heard my mom just getting banged out bad, and I look at my brother, and my brother starts laughing. My brother's, if I'm 7, my brother's probably 12, you know, and he just starts laughing, and in my mind I wasn't like, ooh, gross. I was like, oh shit, maybe my mom and dad get back together now. You know,
he's so fucking innocent.
Yeah, it didn't happen though. Thank God it didn't happen. But yeah, man.
Would you ever wonder what could have?
How my family would? No, because
how would have shifted things if all of a sudden your dad's like, hey,
my mom
is back in the picture.
My mom is so, she didn't change, right? So all that time she had 2 of her kids with her. She didn't change. She was an addict. She was in and out of prison. She didn't change within.
She's here.
Oh yeah, she's in Glendale. And so I think if my dad didn't get out of here, it would have been 10 times worse because my dad would have followed the same path. And that would have been horrible because then I would have followed the same path. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have had the hardworking, loving dad that sacrificed so much for me to be where I'm at. So I don't ever say I wish or anything like that because the way that it happened is the way that it needed to happen.
Yeah.
In order for me to learn the lessons to be a good father to my kids and to treat women the way I treat women.
See, I think that way if when I think what would have happened if my dad stayed with my mom. Because we're talking about, first of all, we're talking about Mexico. We're talking about old school. We're talking about my mom would probably be just a stay-at-home mom, washing, cooking, cleaning. And I will have, I don't know, 4 to 5 siblings.
And your mom's a hard worker. She's a boss chick.
But see, exactly. But that's one of the things that broke the relationship because my mom is like, oh, I'm not gonna be what you want me to be.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here while you go to work. I'm gonna do my own thing. And if you don't like it, then this is pointless. Yeah. So my mom started and got a degree as a secretary or whatever it is related to office, and then she worked for the bank for 12 years before we came here. And then at one point, my mom worked at the bank. She sold gold and Mary Kay. So she had 3 jobs.
Damn.
2 kids, all by herself, dude.
Did she ever get the pink car?
No.
I feel like Mary Kay and Avalon. Is it Avalon? Avon. I feel like, and the Cutco knives, all scam.
The what knives?
Cutco. You remember Cutco? So Cutco was.
All I remember is the Ginsus.
Yeah, Cutco was the brand.
Oh, okay.
So they like you would sell these knives, and the Gitsu knife or whatever was part of that brand too. That you would go door to door and sell. Yeah. Same with Tupperware. Like they tried to recruit me. Yeah, dog, they tried to recruit me. It wasn't for me, dog. I went to one of the offices off of 4500 South, 900 East. 4500 South, 700 East, right there in the like, I don't know, the little plaza center thing right there. And we went downstairs. There was like 15 of us. Went into this little room. There was a dude with a tie, and he had these knives on the damn table. And he's like, "All right, everybody, welcome. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna show you how to sell Cutco knives." And I said, "All right, cool." And I kept going, right? I'm asking questions. I was like, "When do we get our knives?" He's like, "Well, after you process the $72.99." I was like, "So I gotta buy the knives to go sell the knives?" I was like, "I'm out of here. I'm out." And so I left, and like I swear, like 4 people followed me. I felt cool. Have you ever had those moments in life where you're like, you have super like down like coworkers, and you could tell like something's about to happen, and you all just walk out together?
I never walked out.
If you leave, I'll leave. You never had those kind of relationships? I tried to do that at Pizza Hut. Nobody left with me.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was like, damn, I'm about to quit, and y'all didn't walk out with me? So I got my apron and went back to making pizza.
Everybody's like putting cheese. Yeah. We need this job, dude.
Yeah. It's back
pizza, see, I was a Domino's guy.
I know. That's
Brian and I were Domino's guy.
Domino's has upped since the time you were there. Oh man, their pizzas
they're not
way
pizzas
better
anymore. I mean, they're not just pizzas.
Yeah, they're like calzones.
They're sandwiches, and yeah, they have that, and they have salads and shit.
Hey, can we go back to Adam 22 and his wife?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Would you do that with your wife? Would you do like a game show to try to auction off your wife's pussy?
No, I think no.
Would you do it privately? Like if she wanted a threesome?
I do want a threesome though. I want to experience a threesome.
Like an Eiffel Tower kind of thing?
That's fine.
With 2 dudes and a chick?
No, obviously 2 chicks.
But you say obviously.
No. I'm saying obviously. Well, obviously 2 chicks. But if I meet somebody that there's like, oh, I'll give you that, but then I want it too, then I have to be like, okay.
That's never got brought up? Mm-hmm. I think I brought it up like real early when I was dumb. I was in my early 20s. I was like 23. And I think I brought it up to my girl, and she looked at me like I was...
With this girl?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. She looked at me like I was crazy. And now I think about it, like that was so dumb of me.
Yeah.
To think.
I've heard so many fucking different things, dude. I've heard that it's like it's better if you don't know the third person. That way there's no awkwardness. But also, if you don't know the third person, you can't just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna slide his dick in there." You know what I mean? And then that's gonna go and your wife.
Yeah, I'm so like, I mean, I'm the most vulnerable with my girl because she knows everything, right? She knows financial status, she knows health status, she knows history, she knows everything.
She's seen you shard it before? I've
shit myself. She knows everything. She's had to wipe my ass when I had my surgery.
That's right.
So she's everything.
Yeah.
And to share that vulnerability with another person for a hot minute, like, I know it's just sex, but at the same time, it's like that to me is like, I feel like sex is the ultimate sacrifice for two people.
Yeah.
You're giving up everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I had that with my ex-wife. There was a point in time where there was like, she did something. It was in our intimacy. She did something. It was very vulnerable for her to do, and she was embarrassed about it. And I just went, who cares? And I mean, I'm not gonna obviously talk about that. But then on my side of things, I came from work one time. And I flat out said, "Yo," because I run into the house and I was shitting myself, and then I farted and a little surprise came out, and I said to my ex-wife, I'm like, I just sharted. Like, I literally said, "Yo,
why'd you just go to the bathroom?"
No, I didn't make it. I was going to the bathroom, but as I was taking my pants off, it just fucking.
Were you clenching your butt cheeks?
I squirted it from the muffler, And so I came out and I was embarrassed about it because we had a little tiny bathroom in our room, and so as I opened the door with the bed's right there and she was in the bed and I'm like, I'm coming out, I'm like I
didn't make it.
Yeah, I said I didn't make it. Well, it wasn't like I shot myself. It was just a little in my drawers. Yeah, it's just a little Yeah. And I said, dude, I was like I sharted. And I think she was like filing her nails or whatever. Dude, I swear to you, she looked at me and she just went, "Oh, just put him in the washer and I'll clean him." Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, we were at that level.
Yeah.
And she was like, "I've seen worse." No, I don't know if she has. I'm saying, like, I don't know if she ever did with me. But I'm saying, like, at that level when you're like so vulnerable, and then she's like, "No, it's fine."
Yeah.
And like, just wash him off or whatever, and then I'll throw him in the washer and I'll clean him.
Did she make you feel secure?
Yeah.
Did you go rest your head on her bosom and just let her rub you?
Yeah, of course. While she was doing my dreads. Yeah. And same thing when we were, I remember this. We were in Vegas and we were getting down and then something happened and she's like, "Oh my God," she was sick and I said, I don't care. Like, I'll go wash my hand. It's cool. Like, it's fine. Yeah. And she was more embarrassed than I was. I'm like, no. I'm going to wash my hand. I'll be back. We're going to finish this.
Yeah, I don't know if I can finish after you shit on my hand.
I didn't say that.
Or period on my hand.
I didn't say that either.
Oh, shit. Oh, God damn, what else?
But anyway, going back to Adam 22, yeah, you have to be... I think it's time for him to pay back, right? Because she's been banging all these porn stars with her.
But let's not act like she don't enjoy it.
No. I know. That's what I'm saying. But now, I think now it's to the point of like, she's like, well, when am I going to get my fix?
Yeah.
Right?
There's always a get back.
Right? That's what I'm saying. And he's a trooper, I guess. He's like, okay.
I wonder how much their bank account, like, what's their bank account look like?
Oh, they are loaded, dude. That podcast alone... millions.
Will you do anything for money?
I mean, are you offering?
I'm just saying, like, anything.
Like what?
Well, we already talked about their situation, right? It's almost like we talked about how vulnerable sex is, right? Mm-hmm. To me, that's really giving up your soul, right? Mm-hmm. That's you giving up your soul to somebody else for some money. Yeah. Because it's not like they have a relationship with the guy.
Yeah.
And the chicks, right? There's no relationship. It's literally just sex.
You find it attractive?
Who?
Lena?
Not my cup of tea.
No? Mm-mm. Anyway.
I mean, she's not ugly, but she's not my cup of tea. But I think about what it takes for you to, what will it take for you to say no to money? You know what I mean? Do you have high standards? Is it pretty low? Because for me right now, I will say no to anything that is taking away my time. Not necessarily what it is, but it's the time portion. Because we don't get this back. You know what I mean?
But in order for you to get something that will pay you, aren't you investing time in whatever that is?
But do I want to? That's the thing. Am I selling myself?
Well, that depends on the money, doesn't it? Like
no,
you got your hands on a few things, right? What if something says, "Hey, this is yet another, but yet another project or whatever." But let's not say the money's better than everything else you're making, but it's like the money's good. You're not gonna say, "Well, I don't have time for that," unless you say, "Well, maybe I can get rid of this, take that time and do this."
Do I want to do it? That's what it comes down to.
That's what. Well,
if I don't want to do it,
your question was, would I do it from? Like how much that money means, right?
Are you willing to sell yourself for something that you don't want to do for a certain amount of money?
I see what you're saying.
I don't want to have a threesome with a guy, but for a certain amount of money, do you do it or no?
Well, it's easy for me to answer that because I'm not necessarily with somebody. So now I'm like, yeah, dude.
Let's rewind to 4 years ago. When you were. Are you willing to watch somebody bang out your wife? Are you a cuck? You got cuck vibes?
I mean, right now I'm giving cuck vibes because I haven't answered the question. Because I'm like actually thinking about it. Well, first of all, I think that obviously depending on the money, right? Obviously, and I think I'm not gonna say yes without saying what she thinks. You know, hey, you really want to do this?
Do you think your wife would say yes?
I think we will have to sit down and talk about this.
I think the answer is yes. I think your ex would definitely be like, hell yeah, but he has to be Tyrone.
I mean, to fuck somebody's wife.
I'm Tyrone, and I came to fuck your wife. Yo, there were so many internet trends that were so they had their moments, right?
Yeah,
like these nuts guy.
You know what came along the other day on Snapchat? Because you know Snapchat, like when you go to your
never
stories.
Been on Snapchat.
Well, so when you go to the stories, like the people.
Hold on, pause. Cap. I have been on Snapchat. Haven't been on there in at least 5 years.
Okay. So you still have it?
No.
So when you when you look at the stories, there's like worldwide stories that are underneath it, right? Like whatever, like sports, Kardashians, entertainment, or whatever it is. That's just there for you to pick. Nowadays, there's a lot of Liver King, all that kind of shit. Adam 22. That's where I get my news actually from Adam. But I can't remember what I was going with this.
I was talking about the old internet people that were great.
The memes. Kind of okay. Do you remember? Damn, Daniel.
Yeah.
That just came out of there because they were saying like, you know what happened to those kids, and they would tell you the story of like what happened.
Yeah.
And
where's he at now?
They're just normal kids. They literally just had like 5 minutes of fame, and one of them started doing commercials, and then all of a sudden commercials weren't even calling him anymore. And
then he get a deal with Vans and shit. He got like, because I heard that the white Vans went skyrocketed for purchasing.
But do you remember the fucking graspy voice? Damn, Daniel. That was one.
Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white Vans.
Remember, what's the name of that dog face with the juice? With the cranberry juice.
Yeah.
That was a 5 minutes.
He took advantage though.
He ended up in jail.
What?
Yeah, he got like a robbery or they got busted with drugs and shit. He got busted.
He did give me a little meth feel.
For sure. Well, it's your people, so.
No, he's native. What are you talking about?
Oh, is it? I thought it was Mexican. Well, what's his name? I thought he had a Mexican name.
Dogface.
That's not his given name.
Dogface, baby.
Unless Dogface a native name?
Dogface, baby. Yeah,
all right. Yeah, he got busted. What else? We got this nuts guy.
Tyrone.
Was Chicken of the Sea one of them?
Oh, Jessica Simpson?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Would you count that as one?
Yeah. That was a TV show, but
yeah.
There's the She Bang dude, remember him? William Hong, remember?
Yeah, dude.
American Idol?
That's right. There was another one for American Idol. The one that the pants on the ground.
Oh,
pants
yeah.
On the ground. Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Damn.
Hats on sideways.
Have you ever wanted to be on a TV show? Like, would you ever want to?
Yeah, I would like to be.
What TV show would you want to be? Reality TV, game show?
Yeah, reality. Oh, yeah, I will do reality TV. But game show, there was one that Craig, was that his name? Craig Ferguson? There was one that he was doing with like it had to do with music, and it had to do with like in the at the final game, your partner would turn towards you, and then you will see, like on the screen behind it, you will see a celebrity, and then obviously you have to have them guess.
Isn't that Pyramid?
No, it wasn't Pyramid. It only lasted for like a few months. And Courtney Cox, and back then her husband, David Arquette, they were the producers. And I think Craig Ferguson, if I'm not mistaken, that's the guy that used to do the late night, like a British guy. He was the host of that show. My ex-wife and I used to watch it religiously, and we got to a point where like we would mute it.
Yeah.
And my ex-wife was staying, like looking at me, and I'm looking at the screen, and then I would just say, like, we would play in the room. Yeah, it was kind of fun, but it only lasted like a couple months.
I always wanted to do Family Feud. Family Feud was always my jam. Except I used to hate when they'd be like, it'd be like, tell me someone that, or no, it'd be like
Steve Harvey.
All right, Steve Harvey, we go. All right. He always like introduces us. Hey, what's your name?
Angel.
What you do for a living?
I work in a construction company.
Yeah. That's cool. You got a wife?
No.
All right. You
can't do it.
So the question would be something like, name a time and place where your husband tries to make whoopee.
The kitchen.
No, but you're supposed to say something wild. Like he'll be like, school bus. and then the family always goes, good answer, good answer.
Right. Every single dude, no matter how shitty they cover that shitty the answer is, they're like, yeah.
Like, tell me a topping that Beyonce likes on her pizza. And they're like, beets. Good answer, good answer. What the hell? That always bugged me. It's like, no, it's not a good answer.
It's
Stop.
not a good answer. You just being supportive.
Yeah,
that's all
like
you do.
Yeah, stop it.
Well, your family member sucks.
Yeah, exactly. I love the bloopers on that shit though, cause like one, I know you've seen it before, where the white chick with the big boobs and the black guy across from her, and she's like, "Come on, Darius," and she's jiggling her tits, and he's all, insert clip right here.
Competition. I'll be honest. I think I will kill it on Dancing with the Stars.
Show us. Give me a hot two-step. I'll give you a beat. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Everybody's get on the floor.
No, I'm giving you the beat.
I'm not gonna stand up and dance.
Come on, you got your dancing shoes on.
But despite what you believe, I used to be a musician, so I got that timing, dude.
Yeah. Can we bust this open since it don't matter no more?
No, dude, we're not gonna bust that open. You kidding me? That's the only one. There's the only one in the world, dude.
I mean, yeah, because it's here.
Yeah, because it still has the thing. I'll buy you a bottle.
I don't want a bottle.
I've been trying to. You just want to open that?
I'll open it.
And then you take a sip of that. I'm good.
Yeah, that's it. If you were to start your own liquor, what would you start? Would you want to do like a whiskey?
My own mango cart.
Oh, shoot. Don't even taste like mangoes, by the way.
No, not really. It's got a little flavor though. Maybe I'll just throw a little tahini in there, or like something something to spice it up a little bit.
You just described everything that they already do. You forget?
Though.
Yeah, they do. Remember they put
the other one?
Yeah.
They put the other one, but they put two together, don't they?
I think so.
See, well, mine's gonna be in one.
So you would want to do your own like mango cart kind of thing?
Yeah, I really like that Hoffenschaffer or whatever it is, that orange can that I have that I drink every now and then.
The grapefruit.
Yeah, I like that one too.
That is fire. You like the fruity stuff.
Yeah.
You haven't tried the blueberry, huh?
Of?
Wasatch, I believe. Makes a blueberry hef. Oh, it's fire. It's my favorite beer.
Do they have it at the place?
Used to. It's a seasonal joint.
Hey, there's fights this weekend, isn't it? There's fights this weekend?
Yep.
UFC?
UFC 296, a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street. Well, this comes out on Monday, doesn't it? So it's already passed. So,
yeah. I was there Saturday.
how was it?
It was good.
Was there a band?
Yeah, there was a band, and I got to sit with Rocky. Rocky wasn't working.
He was just there?
We took a couple of sips, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was this guy that was sitting there, and I was talking to Rocky, and I said, we started talking football for some reason, right? Because the guy, they also worked there, the skinny guy with the glasses, always had a hat on. He had a Packers hat on.
Yeah.
So they were talking football. I kind of pitched in, and then Rocky's like, who's your favorite team? And that's how the conversation started. And we started talking shit on the whole Manning thing. Because you know that Manning is doing like the fight companion.
Commentary.
When they watch a game with his brother. And I hate it. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with that. But then I also said, but you know who I really would like to see doing that? I said, Tony Romo. Because Tony Romo is a bad motherfucker. And to that guy's like, yep. And so when I turned, he had like the star on his hat. And I was like, oh, well, obviously you're going to say yeah. And then we started drinking. He bought a couple shots. I bought a couple shots. And then I'm like, I got to take a piss. So then I went to take a piss. And right as I'm going there, he came out of the stall. And some guy saw his hat and was like, oh, you just took a Dak Prescott in there? And he was so wasted. He's like, yeah. He started laughing. And I was like, oh, shit, dude, you got fucking roasted. And then our friend Megs cut him off. He's like, you're done, dude. You're done.
Damn, Megs, let the guy live.
Yeah, I told him, I said, I'm done. I was doing the shout out to my boy Dre. I was doing the Orange Julius. So every time he would buy something, because I was just sip it, kind of like take it easy. He was pounding whiskey. And then at one point he was like, you want another one? I'm like, no, dude, I need to drive home. I'm like, no, I'm taking it easy. I'm done. And so he's like, well, maybe I'll have another one. Meg is like, no, dude.
Cut him off.
You're done.
Do you get to the point where have you ever got to the point where you need to be cut off? Or do you know when to stop?
I've never gotten cut off, but I've never been irresponsible about it. I know I'm drunk. I know I'm drunk. I know I'm done drinking. I'm like, it's time to work on sobering up.
So every night, me and my son Tavian, the 10-year-old, we read.
You guys drink beer?
We not yet. I'm about to treat him like Chevy Chase did Russ. Here's a beer, try it. But every night we read, and he's reading a Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah, my little brother gave King like 10 books of this.
It's a great series.
Yeah,
it's a great series. And in the book, the older brother, his name's Roderick, and he's in a band, and the band's called Loaded Diaper. And great name, right?
Great name.
And Loaded Diaper had band beef.
Okay.
Have you ever had band beef? Like, have you ever went to a gig and be like, oh, if I see these motherfuckers, it's on?
No.
No band beefs in Utah? That you never been a part of? Damn.
I think it was like,
it's too safe. Need some band beefs.
But I think it's kind of like nowadays when I see with like all these artists, right? Like all these rappers or like Mike Masters and stuff, like they know that one way or the other, it's still a community, right? And they're trying to help out each other. Like us, for example, we would, like back in the day, obviously, we would get a gig, and then they're like, we're trying to find a band to open for you guys, and then we'll say, no, we'll find a band. And so you start reaching out to your homies. I was like, hey, you guys want to open for us, or you want to? And then the smart ones, they have the following. Some people would like to do. Hey, we don't want to close the night. We want to do in the middle when people are not leaving.
Is that the headliner?
No, the headline is the last one.
Always last.
Yeah, but sometimes people will go early so they can watch the first band and then they will bounce.
That's what I never understood with putting together a show. If I'm putting together a show and I'm the promoter, I'm not putting my headliner last. I would love to have my if we're talking about a show that's from 10 to 1, you have your headliner go on 11:45 right before midnight. Because you think if they have an hour set, by 12:45 or 12:30, whatever, have them go on 11:30 hour set.
Yeah, and there, like I said, there was some people that have been doing it for a long time. Like some of the most known bands, they will put the event together, and instead of them closing the night, they were like, no, we'll do one before it closes, because that's when everybody's in there.
Yeah.
Once the last band comes out, people are like, well, it's getting late, let's get out of here. So people are start bouncing, but the guys they created the event, they already played where the place was the packest, if you know what I mean.
What was your band called? Salvatrucha? What was your band called?
Dame Panocha.
The best.
I was on a few, but like the last one was
the most serious one.
My Stage Exit.
My Stage Exit? Mm-hmm. Did you guys ever get groupies?
I did. I got groupies like for me. They will go there and watch me, not necessarily the band.
You fuck them all?
No, I was married. But I did have that relationship with my ex-wife when she was like, the girls would come to me, hey, they want to talk to me, and my ex-wife would be like, just do your thing, because she would know, right? That I wasn't gonna, fuck things up, but then she's like, just do your thing.
You still talk to your groupies?
No, fuck no.
What do you think they would say about you right now?
They'll probably see me as like, what happened? Whatever happened to you? You're fat. You're balding. I know. Rock star, baby.
You're talking into a mic.
What do you mean?
Ain't that crazy?
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever look back on like your life timeline and be like, whoa, how did I end up here? Or do you feel like everything that you've been through led you to like right here?
I think everything that I've been a part of ever since I was a little kid, it's been about performing. Whether it's in kindergarten or middle school or high school, like dances or like performances or whatever, I was always in. When I did a performance when I was in high school, and they played it as if it was the Oscars, and like my girlfriend back then and me, we put a bunch of choreographies together, and we did a few friends played the Backstreet Boys, another friend played Ricky Martin, another friend played Christina Aguilera, Britney, and I was Michael Jackson. And so like I was like on the newspaper, on the news, like I was like, I mean, it was a big deal. And then like growing up, like in kindergarten, middle school and everything, I did every single dance. My mama's got pictures of every single year I danced or something. But it was me like, I'll do it. Then I went from there and I started learning drums in church. Then there's always that feeling of like, oh, if I do this here, or like if I'm like more noticeable, people are gonna see me, which is a wrong attitude to take when you're in church, because it's not about you. But I've always had that. Oh, I want people to see me. And then my drumming hero, he's the kind of guy that is like spinning drumsticks and drumming in the air and like standing on his drums and singing and jumping and running. And so I took after that. And then when I started playing with all these bands, I was the guy that was singing and running and throwing drumsticks in the air. And like people will come to and it's ridiculous how at one point in my life, people will come to me and they want me to sign like autograph one of my drumsticks and give it to them. I was like, but I'm just.
Yeah, we don't believe that. But do you ever think about
God damn it.
About filling in for a band? Like Advent Calendar, like if they needed a drummer?
Advent Horizon?
Yeah.
I know I could. They just never ask.
Because you've been, they don't know. People don't know that you drum.
Every time, it's funny, every time I go see them, when they play Shuffle, which is all the cover band, all the cover songs, when they're just about to go, I always say to Mike, shout out to Mike, I always said to Mike, hey, Mike, let me know if you break your foot. I'll take over. And he goes, okay, let's just stay close. Because I know all the songs they play, right? Maybe like some arrangements that I will have to, get used to or whatever. But Yeah, I think I could. And there's another one that plays. There's another band that goes plays around here. I've always followed them. They're called Moose Knuckle, and they're all like covers, but they're rock. They're like Limp Bizkit and Ozzy and Metallica and all that stuff. That one time I asked him, I says, "Hey, let me see your set list," and they showed it to me, and I said, "I'll play this for you. I'll play this. I'll play this song. Just call me out, and I'll play it for you." And the guy was like, "I don't know, man. We got a new drummer. I don't know if he's gonna be okay with it." And I was like, man.
Yeah, that's kind of a dick move to be like, hey, let me come up and play.
No, but it's cool because I did it in Mexico one time.
That's Mexico.
No, dude.
This is the great land of the U.S. of A.
And I'm proud to be, but it's like, how cool it is to just be like so spontaneous. They're like, have you ever seen those videos for like Dave Grohl with like the Foo Fighters?
Yeah.
He just brings somebody on stage and that person ends up rocking the stage.
Yeah. But that's a fan. You literally told David Grohl, hey, man, you should call me up because I know how to play this shit. You're not some random kid.
Well, how are they going to know that I know how to play?
That's the thing.
You know what I thought about one time? I thought about saying, hey, how about this? Let me play this song, and if I fuck it up, I'll buy you guys drinks. All of you guys.
How about you just put yourself in the record pool and tell the bands around the area, hey, I'm a drummer. I would like to drum. I'll tell you, bro, if you get back into your musicianship, it's only going to help you boost up your next platform.
Yeah.
It's going to help you get known in the city. It's going to bring more opportunities, more money, right? And you just shuffle that. It's the same thing with me, right? Yeah. DJing. Put that money back into the passion. So I think if you attach yourself to some bands, if you know some bands already, let them know you're serious. Hey, I can come to practices. I can learn these things.
Yeah.
And then that way, when your number is called up, you're ready to go. And boom, now you have more fans that you didn't have before. I also do this podcast. Yeah. Instead of twiddling your thumbs, you got all the equipment.
What's this? I'm twiddling my thumbs.
Hey, did you ever get a tattoo of Michael Jackson?
No, I kind of want to.
What would you get?
Would
you get Billie Jean or
no,
Thriller?
Just a little. So there's two that I like. One is the one. It'll be shaded, so it'll be just black when he's leaning, just somewhere. But there's one that his daughter has. The word "bad" as the logo. Yeah. She has it right here. That looks pretty cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Did you see the latest thing on Michael? So apparently, I seen this on TikTok. So I don't know how true this is, but I seen this video where it's a conspiracy theory video. Okay. And his son, Blanket, had a yacht party, and there was a man with a fedora on, glasses, dressed in makeup. It's the beach. It's tropical island, fully covered, pants and everything. And they're saying that they think it might be Michael.
It's Corey Feldman, dude. You know Corey Feldman's coming with Limp Bizkit? You know who Corey Feldman is, right?
Yeah. He's the Goonies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like his
Michael Jackson,
but like,
homie.
Yeah, but like his performance is like, it's like you're trying to do Michael Jackson.
It's not Corey though. This dude's skinny. It's that he's dressed up like an old man, the same way Michael used to do in the streets. Because you know Michael used to dress in.
Yeah.
You know, like the burn victim. Have you seen that video of the burn victim? And they're like, that was Michael.
Nuh-uh.
You ever see this? Dude, there's so many conspiracy theories about Michael Jackson being alive, dressed up in like prosthetics and shit. Same voice, same type of structure.
Remember that guy, that kid you showed me? You sent me a DM of a kid like in a high school, this black kid that sings just like Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Where you make him? He's
so man, good, he's there's so talented good. People out there, bro.
He's fucking talented as shit, dude.
How's your friend doing?
He's good. I just went some on Sunday.
Can you tell the listeners about what's?
Yeah, so the guy that I see what you're doing. It's just so you can drink.
Due to the ignorance of our host.
So one of my best friends, Chance, he was in a terrible car accident. And you guys have heard him. You heard him every time you turn into this podcast. He's the one that says, due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised. I worked with him. He became one of my influences. He became one of my best friends, like a father figure type of way too. And he was in a terrible car accident. He was ejected from his car. So 2 collapsed lungs, broken neck. He has a chunk missing out of his skull. Broke his leg, broke his hands, and then some more stuff. He just barely got out of last week. He got out of the ICU, so now he's awake. And I went and saw him on Sunday.
Still has a breathing tube?
He has a feeding tube, so that's how they feed him.
But he's breathing on his own?
He's breathing on his own.
Is he able to talk?
He's able to talk.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's some parts when you're like, what? What are you trying to say? You know, but he has that neck thing too, so he's like, all right.
He has a trach? They cut his throat open?
No, it doesn't have a trach, although they say there might be a possibility, but it doesn't have a trach. But I went and saw him, and the nurse. So so we have this group text, right, with all the friends, and every time somebody goes, he just checks in with the group. They're like, "Oh, I just went and saw Chains, and it's like this, it's like that." And the last thing I knew was that he was out of the ICU. He was with it. He was like throwing jokes and stuff, but he was still under a little sedation. He was a little problem talking, but he was getting funny / mean with the staff, and that's how he is. Although on a funny matter, right? Now that he's on their medication and stuff, then maybe it looks like he's being a little mean. But I talked to him and I said, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And he's like, "Who are you?" But he had an infection on his cuts, so they wanted me to do gloves and mask. So the nurse like, "Take your mask off and tell him." I took my mask off and I said, "Hey, it's Angel," and he was like, "Angel," because of personal stuff, I kind of walked away from the whole entire all the friends, and I'm like slowly, coming back, and he was the last one that I needed to reach out to, and then this happened, and so I've taken it upon myself to just to be present, and even if I go and nobody's there, I just go and I check in with him. If he's there, like I've been there when he's in a coma, and I'm talking to him. He can't respond or anything, but I'm just there. I just want to make sure. And I text his wife. I was like, "Yeah, I went and I saw him, and I hung out with him for like an hour." But so he saw me. He's like, "Angel," like he recognized me, and I'm like, "What's up, dude?" And I started to get a little teary because I'm like, "Hey, I know I've been away. I know I've been gone, and I'm sorry that I get to see you like this, and this is what had to happen for me to reach out. But I'm like, we have plenty of time, and I'll get you all caught up with what's going on with me." And he kind of said, he was like, "Oh yeah, we'll talk." But he goes from there to like tells the nurse, "You want to have sex?" And they're like, "No," because they know that he's kind of still a little out of it. So then he looks at me and he goes, "Where's the nurse?" I'm like, she's behind me. And then he looks at me and goes, "She's fisting me." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "She's fisting me." Oh my what the fuck shit? I'm like, "Don't say that shit. I'm telling you." And then the nurse comes around and he goes, "Chance, how you feeling?" And he's like, obviously he can't move a lot, right? But he's like, "Well, I feel better." He does it.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm trying to. He's a little mean, not that he means to. He's just, that's just who he is. And I just keep telling the nurses that on Sunday, I'm like, "Hey, just so you guys know, to me this is normal." So he may be coming back sooner than we thought, but he's still he's still got a long way to go, right? He didn't know what happened to him. So when I walked in, the nurse is like, "Do you know what happened to you?" And he was like, "I think I hit somebody," right? And he was like, no, you got in a car accident, and a very bad car accident. And he has those things in his legs that are keeping it together. Yeah. Like the whole structural thing that goes into his bones. And she was talking to him and said, you know what year it is? You know what month it is? Like, you know your name? And he was like, Chance. He didn't know the day, but he was like, "My name is Chance." It's okay. And I was there when the nurse said, "Oh, I want to show you something." And she turned the camera on and showed it to him.
Showed him his face?
Yeah. And he's like, he's got the thing, and he's got the chunk missing from his head, and he's got a hose coming out, draining all the blood.
Oh, man. What did he say?
So he's just like, you know what he said to that? He's like, "Oh, I'm really fucked up."
Yeah, you are, but
like, "Yeah, man. I mean, this is He says, but we'll get you taken care of. So far,
I wonder if
so far so good.
I wonder if nurses, like, when something like that happens and, like, let's say he touches her butt or something.
Yeah.
What if they're like, damn, I wish God would have took your ass.
Don't say that, dude. Motherfucker. How fucked up is that?
But how far can you push it in a hospital? Like, because you're under sedation, right?
Yeah, well, he's been in a coma for a whole month, so I'm sure he has a pass.
But I'm saying, like, there's still HR shit that goes on, right? Like, sexual harassment is still a thing. So how far?
But I don't think it's like, you think sexual harassment is still a thing? Like, if they know that you have brain trauma, they're probably gonna go, all right, we'll let it slide. I mean, it's not the most pleasant thing to do, but we know
there has to be a line, though.
We know what you've been through. Yeah. I mean, if someone goes because he broke his foot or whatever, and he's doing that, they're probably gonna say, "Hey, motherfucker."
They look, the judge is like, he had a chunk missing out of his head.
But not know whether broke his brain.
Is it just his skull, or is it his brain that they took out too?
So they know for a fact that he has brain trauma. They don't know exactly how much his speech is gonna be affected until he's completely out of all the sedation and stuff. But like I say, he was very talkative. I could, there was, out of everything that we talked, there was just a couple of times when I went, what? And I'm like, I don't, and I even had to say, oh yeah, but I have no idea what he was saying. But other than that, he was just quote unquote back to normal.
That makes me happy, bro.
Yeah,
that's something I don't wish on anybody. And it can happen to any one of us at any time.
Yeah.
This whole life changing thing, his life has changed forever.
Yeah, for sure.
And his family's life has changed now.
Yeah.
His wife, everything that he has going on is, there was a weekday and all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
That's why you need to just fucking, man, take advantage of the shit that you can while you can.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how you see it, like, from one moment to the other, and it's just, everything is just completely changed. And now you're like, ugh. And I was looking forward to, because every year he throws the Christmas party for the friends. It's at his house. Every year it's at his house. So now we took it upon ourselves to do it in someone else's house, and then obviously we're gonna have his wives, just so she kind of forgets about all the stuff that's going on around her. Because also, I'm not gonna get into details on camera, but also her, during this whole thing, Chance's wife's mom passed away.
Oh my gosh!
So she's dealing with Chance, and now she's dealing with this other thing. I mean, did
anybody tell him?
I believe she's a mess. He was I don't know if they told him, but he was in a coma when it happened.
Oh my! His mom? No,
her mom.
Oh, his mother-in-law.
His wife. Yeah, his mother-in-law.
Oh my gosh!
And Chance is he doesn't have a good relationship with his family. I know that he's had problems with his mom and his sister, and I don't think he ever met his dad. So his wife, kids, and us, that's what he counts as family.
That's
right?
his world.
That's his world. So, but I was happy that I got to talk to him. He really made me laugh. And then I checked in with his wife and I said, hey, just so you know, I was just with Chance for like an hour, and she's like, oh, good. Hopefully he gets out of this whole being a meanie thing. But I'm like, it's understandable, but that's whatever. I'll be alright. I said, I just don't want you to think that I'm neglecting him. I'm like, I'm seeing him. It's just because of work, I can't go where everybody else is there. I'm like, I just go when I have a chance. But I'm doing my thing. So, oh, thank you so much. Don't worry about it. So
that's good, man.
It's good, yeah.
It's sad that whole thing happened.
I'll tell you why though. When I went and he was in a coma, because I was there on Thanksgiving, and he was obviously he was sleeping, right? He was in a coma, and then for some reason I started opening up about the stuff that I haven't been able to tell him, and then I started crying, and I was like, I'm like, I miss you, man. I want you to get out of here. There's so much that I need to tell you. I'm sorry for being gone. I'm sorry that I was gone, and now I hear about this, and now I want to reach out. Like this, like I was gonna reach out anyway. This has nothing to do with it. But obviously, you're saying this, and then, part of your brain is like, is he even listening? You know what I mean? So it's like you get into that confusion of like, but again, it happened when nobody was there. I just opened up and I loved it. I love every single minute of it.
Is there anybody else that you would want to do that same thing with?
As in,
is there anybody that you need to get some things off of your chest to? And if so, does that change your mind on doing it? Because you waited until if this trauma didn't happen, who knows? You probably still prolonging this thing, right?
Yeah. I think there's okay, as shitty as it sounds, I think sometimes I think about this. There is still a conversation that I will love to have with my ex-wife.
So what's holding you back?
About how things ended up. Huh?
What's holding you back?
I don't know. I don't know if I reach out, I will. We ended up hurting each other, right? And then I don't know if I reach out now, I'm just gonna hurt her again. And that's like the last thing I want to do. She took the bird. She came in, took the bird, because the bird was kind of. She asked me, says, "Hey, how's Crawley doing?" And I say, I think he's depressed. I think it's, I thought I was helping him by giving him the whole house to himself, but I think it's because there's nobody in the house, there's no dogs, there's no people, he's alone 14 hours a day. I think he's hating it. He's losing weight. He's got diarrhea. He's plucking all of his feathers. And so, long story short, she came and got him. And last time I saw her, she was in a different mood. She was like smiling, and she was like talking kind of like, I would say, like how I knew her.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of cool to see. So, yeah, there's still a conversation that I would like to have with her, but I don't know if it'll ever happen. I don't know if she's even interested in listening. So,
but I don't think it's necessarily for her though. It's for you, right?
Yeah.
Like you have something to say. So I look at this situation with your friend, and it's like you said, like I was gonna have this conversation with you. It got expedited because you didn't know if this man was gonna live or die, right? Thank God he pulled through, and thank God you were able to tell him your feelings. But I feel like this is a good lesson to do that if it truly means something to you.
Yeah.
Now, if there's some things that you don't care if you die and the world doesn't know, or this person doesn't know your feelings, fine, whatever. But it sounds like your ex-wife, you have something that you want to get off your chest to your ex-wife. I think that the lessons that you learned with your friend is something that you should adopt into telling your wife.
Do you have that with somebody?
No, I don't, man. I feel like I've,
You don't think there's a conversation out there that you should have with your mom?
No, because I had that conversation.
Oh, you did?
I've talked to my mom. I've told her how I feel. I've tried many times.
Does she know who you are? What you do?
I don't know. I was telling Tressa that because I stopped talking to my mom right before things really popped off on a whole nother level with the podcast, with everything else. So maybe she turns on the radio and maybe she hears my voice. I don't know. I have no idea. But at the same time, it's like if I really wanted to see my kids, I would do whatever to go see them. Yeah. If I really wanted to talk to my kids, and I know they're in the same city as me, and she's been to my place. She knows where I live. I haven't changed. My number hasn't changed in 20 years. You know what I mean? So it's I wouldn't be opposed to talking to her, but there's nothing on my chest that.
Has she changed at all? No,
I haven't talked to her. I'm gonna talk to her in maybe 7 years, 8 years, something like that. But no, man, I think all the relationships that I've had, there's a reason why they're done, and they're not by means of me. You know what I mean? I didn't push people away. I have my family, my kids. I'm present in my kids' life. I'm present with my girl. I'm present with my pops. Yeah. I'm present with my friends. And nah, man. But who knows, man? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if those feelings change. If something sparks something where it's like, oh man, no, like I really should talk to so and so.
Let me ask you this, and it's gonna sound kind of shitty, but I really want to know. God forbid something happens to her. Do you reach out?
Reach out to who?
Do you?
The only person that really
go out of your way. Like I said, God forbid, knock on wood. Something to happen to my friend happens to her. Do you check in?
Yeah, I mean, if I get a phone call tomorrow and it's my grandma or one of my tias or something, and they're like, "Hey, your mom's in bad shape. She was in a car accident. This is where she's at." Definitely, I'll pull up. Still my mom, you know what I mean? There's nothing that would keep me from just having a conversation with her. There's nothing, she didn't do anything there was some things that she has done that I'm not going to say are unforgivable. I forgive her for everything, but it's not going to keep me from being like, "Hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
How can I help?" I'm the only one. Like, my brother and my sister are dead. My grandma's 91 years old. But shout out to my grandma, man. She still drink tequila, drink Bud Lights, smoke those Marble 100s. But yeah, I think if something like that definitely happened, I'd be there. I mean, I'd pop my head in. Where my child support at?
I think I asked you this before. I think I know the answer. Do you have, at this point in your life, do you have a hard time during the Mother's Day?
No.
During Christmas?
No, I celebrate my girl. I celebrate my kids. I celebrate my family. When I was younger, it was, right? When it's Mother's Day and the school's doing the Mother's Day gifts and the Mother's Day presents, and I can't do that. Well, I can, but I'm lying to my friends saying, "Oh yeah, I'm making this, but I'm giving it to my dad."
Yeah.
That's tough. But at the same time, like, I don't look at the absence of my mom. I look at the presence of my dad.
Okay.
My dad was present. My dad's the shit.
Would you, if you had the powers, would you change that?
What do you mean by that?
Like, knowing what you know now, would you say, "Oh, if I wish we could go back and things would be different"? Or if you had the chance to do it again, would you do it just the same way that things are happening right now?
Yeah, man. Because if I change anything in the past, I wouldn't be where I am. I can't. The lessons that I've learned, the way that I talk, the way that I carry myself, it all comes from that trauma that I had growing up.
Yeah.
Like, all this trauma that I've had, dog, losing my best friend at 5, where she was raped, murdered, and thrown in the Jonah River, all that shit is what made me who I am today. You know what I mean? And it makes me the father that I am today.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't change anything. If anything, I want to tell the story more so people understand like what you're going through now. It's only gonna make you stronger, tougher, wiser in your present and in your future. You know what I mean? Hope that's why I asked you about your wife, and if there's anything you want to say, because you have the opportunity. So if there's any regret, it lands on you.
Yeah.
Because you've already been woken up once with your good friend that you weren't talking to getting into a car accident, him surviving, having no pun intended, having another chance at life. Mm-hmm. You having another chance to tell him how you feel or what's going on. You have a chance to do the same thing and clear up anything with your wife or whoever.
Yeah. Yeah, I always think about that because there was a point in time that she would come and she just wouldn't. There wouldn't be a reason for her to say, or like to overdo it, right? She just like if she asked about the bird, she would come in, barely talk to me, look at the bird, give her a couple kisses, hug him for a minute, and then put him down and say, "See you," and then just walk out. And I feel like this last time she was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she was like, "Oh, look at this, and look what he's doing," and so it was like a little different. And part of me, and this is getting a little into like the more personal thing, because the next day she texted me. She goes, "Hey, thanks for taking care of Crawley and stuff." I'm like, yeah, no problem. Like, I didn't want him to let him go, but I mean, obviously he's just not happy. I said, but I try to help, and I said I said, it was good to see you and be kind of like, and I said, quote unquote, kind of back to yourself. And she said, well, I'm happy. And I don't know if that means someone's taking care of her, which, good for her. But that was also like, oh, I don't need to know that. But also good for you, if you go getting back to your normal self, then awesome. But yeah, there's some things that I'll take it upon myself. There's things that I did that she never got a explanations of why. And every now and then I think about it. I'm like, oh, maybe I should just, if I had a chance, I would tell her. But
you don't know if you'll ever get the chance again, bro. You had the chance on life now, no pun intended, with your friend's name or anything. But I think he's gonna get in a sexual assault charge though.
Why?
If he keeps talking to these nurses like
that. With these nurses like that?
And why nurses have tight clothes like that? Like, why do you need to be like showing off everything?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, that's right.
And then they have the heavy shit. When I was locked up at IHC.
I didn't know you were locked up. What'd you do?
I had back surgery.
Oh fuck! Well, locked up. Your mom talking about you were in the pen.
Nah, your boy's locked up right now. He can't go nowhere, right?
Dude. Anyway, go ahead.
Boy, so when I was locked up, the nurses would always come in, and I'm like, this is a little revealing, right? Because they have the scrubs, and they always have the heavy ass thing on the scrub. So when they bend over, the shit's heavy.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. I see down your shirt right now. And I can't move. I'm locked up. I can't do nothing. So, but at the same time, like if I,
Yeah, those scrubs, they don't stretch, huh? You see that badunk.
Everything.
You see it?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's always like a Haley and Madison.
And there's some youngins there too, which I feel bad because they walked in and they're like, hi, Chains. And he's just like,
fuck her in the pussy.
And my friend is just fucking being Chains. And I go, ugh. Then the other nurse is like, hey, behave. And he's like, he's doing his thing.
Oh my gosh.
Like, God damn it.
He's a fucking exorcist.
I'm like, God damn it, dude.
Oh, fuck your mom. Oh, man.
You gonna finish your beer or what? Look, you're just fooling around.
No, man. No.
Mine's gone, dude.
Yeah. No, it's delicious. Shout out to Will Wonder for throwing me onto the Red Rock Griswold.
What about the Will one, dude? I talked to him and I said, hey, I kind of threw an idea to him and he's like, I want to stop the pot for a second. I'm like, what? He just came back. But, everybody's got to do their thing.
Want to talk about wrestling? You want to wrap this thing up? Are we still going?
I don't care, dude. I don't.
It's your show.
Hey, what time is it?
I hit you with everything.
Hit me, dude. Hit me with your best shot. I do got to piss, but go ahead. What's the wrestling?
Hey, how's your boy doing?
Which one?
Jack Burgers.
Jack Burgers texted me. Well, he obviously, as you guys know, he still does the thumbnails, and so the last thing I heard from him is like he got himself a government job. Oh. And then he's like, hey, what's your address? And so I gave him my address. I'm like, what the fuck for? And he goes, oh, they need to know that I did work for you and this and that. And I was like, okay. But then I'm like, what do you need my address for? Like, I could see like an email. Yeah. I can just say, oh, yeah, he did this and that. But he asked me for my address. I was like, okay. And I checked the mail today and I didn't have anything. I was like, all right.
Hey, do I owe your friend an apology?
Which one?
Your friend, the chick. Because our boys, host Beefy and host, told me that I was going in on your girl when she came through to the bar.
Well, don't say my girl, first off.
I don't know Shorty's name, and I didn't know if you want me to say Shorty's name or the occupation.
Well, Shorty's someone else.
They were like, you went hard on Shorty. I was like, sorry?
I don't know what you said.
I don't either. They told me. Okay, so maybe I don't owe her.
All I know is I got baptized with all the drinks. Everybody's drinks. Remember that shit? And I wish I had that fucking picture, but you got to put I saved it, actually. And now that I think about it, I could have somebody take a photo of me, but you put the fucking ducks.
Oh, yeah. I was so proud of that score. And then we lost the Pac-12 championship. That hurt my heart. but it's all right. We're going to the Vegas Bowl. We'll be all right.
Dude, how about my friend? We work with him. The guy that has something to do with Trust Me Vodka. He's a Raiders fan.
Oh.
And he just went to the game on Sunday, and he was. Who was it with? Raiders and Bills? I can't remember who he was.
Can't be the Bills because the Bills just beat the Eagles. Oh, was this recent?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
It don't matter. Anyway, boring the listeners.
Yo, the final score was 3-0.
Oh my gosh, that's boring. Raiders win?
No.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm saying. So 3-0. Obviously, it was a punt, right? That's the whole action.
You been to an NFL game?
No, I want to.
I think it'll be cool.
Yeah.
I haven't even been to a Utes game.
I've never been either.
But they're saying that
I've heard if Utes game gets popping, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one, the tailgate.
Yeah.
Like you see the tailgates? The tailgates is where it's at.
Yeah.
But
now I've been tailgating to Real. That's a party too.
I hear.
Yeah. That's a party
if
too.
you believe this, stand up on your feet and never die real. And if you believe in the fire has begun, everybody for RSL.
That's right, dude. That's right.
Shout out to RSL.
That's right.
I was thinking about. Well,
shout out to Mendo Creative.
Who?
Mendo Creative.
Oh yeah, shout out to Mendo. Did you ever buy Becca's OnlyFans?
No, I don't know why people keep thinking that.
Be honest.
I never did.
Look at me in my eyes.
I am.
You never bought her.
I never did. You motherfucker.
Would you?
Would I? If I didn't know her as much as I do, I probably would.
You had a crush on Becca, huh?
I wouldn't say a crush. To me, she's an attractive girl. But I think we became friends so fast that I'm like, man, I can't see it the same way.
How's she doing, man? I haven't seen nothing from her in a minute.
Last time I asked her to sell me her shit, and she's like, no, I'm recording. I'm like, bullshit. But I told her about the new show. She's like, okay, I'll come down if you need me. And I was like, all right.
I feel like we need more women in the creative space. Not just podcasts, but like in the creative space in general. Like so many talented female artists. Like Doomy is fucking incredible. Have you heard Doomy?
I saw it at the
Truly Dedicated, right? Yeah. No, she's got way better shit now.
Yeah.
She is incredible. But like female videographers, photographers, graphic designers, I feel like anytime I step into these circles, it's always dudes.
Yeah. Now that you say female videographers, shout out to Schaefer's wife.
Oh.
Shout out to Schaefer.
Yeah, man.
This motherfucker, dude.
Aubrey Schaefer and Schaefer. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's incredible, man. 5 Emmys. She's only been doing her job for 6 years. That position.
Yeah.
And man, she's one of the best out here. One of the best. If you're looking for a videographer, hit up. I don't know if she takes commissions or whatever, but hit up Aubrey Schaefer. She's really dope.
Yeah.
And Schaefer, man, that
dude.
You were on the first podcast with Schaefer, I believe, or maybe it was the second.
That was the second time you had him?
This is the third.
No. The first time I always knew the first time you had him, I was there.
Yeah. Well, then you were there.
Okay.
But Schaefer is an artist in Salt Lake City, Utah that he makes music that makes you motivated. He makes so the cool thing about this artist, and this is the reason why I like him so much, is that he is a man of God, he's a husband, he's a firefighter, and he's a bow hunter.
Yeah.
That's a combination I've never seen in my whole damn near, I've been doing this since 2005, so damn near 20 years of doing this entertainment shit. I've never seen somebody like him. And the thing that I like about Schaefer the most is that he's never pivoted. He's never been like, oh man, I'm gonna be a backpack rapper, or I'm gonna go and do this. He's like, nah man, I bow hunt.
I'm gonna put my camos on and go out in the mountain and rap.
Incredible, man.
Yeah.
And then for him to one make make the intro song for Cam Haynes, which is one of the most famous bow hunters in the world. Also from Oregon. Salute to my guy.
Happens to be friends with Rogan.
Yeah, and he's really good friends with Rogan. He's the one that taught Rogan how to bow hunt.
Yeah.
And you know, for Cam Haynes to be on Joe Rogan, his friend's podcast, and to have Schaefer's song played on Rogan, is the biggest platform in the world.
Amazing.
The biggest platform in the world. Somebody from Utah. Yeah. Let alone being our friend, just like somebody from Utah. Yeah. It kind of hurt my heart that I didn't see more artists being like, oh man, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. I don't care who you are, what you do, whatever. If you get a look like that, and it's a positive look, it ain't like they were bashing this dude for being whatever. Yeah. It was, oh, this is your intro to your song? Oh, that's cool. He's talking about bow hunting. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That to me
became the song number 6 in the hip hop chart.
Number like 90 in the world.
Jesus Christ. Let me ask you this. You get to deal with a lot of artists, more so rappers. What do you think is missing from these guys? What do you think they're not doing?
I think we're doing a really good job. I think artists they got the talent. The music's there. Yeah. I think content could be upped, and I think investing in themselves can be upped. Meaning, and this is advice that I feel like all of us can take as far as creators. Put money into your art, meaning boosting your posts, getting advertising spots, physically advertising, showing up to the swap meet, or buying booth space at an event. These are the kind of the footwork. That's what I'll say, the footwork. The shit that nobody likes to do. Some people like to do, but majority of people don't like to do. And also collabing on things. Like, for instance, I look at how can this feed this? Yeah. So when we did Will Wonder's podcast live at a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street, how dope would it have been if an artist collabed with Will Wonder to, during the intermission, during a break in between the show, perform 2 or 3 songs? Yeah. Like, how cool would that have been? You know what I mean? Or an artist that could sell their merch.
But is that on the artist or is that on Will?
That's on the creatives. That's on them to. Well,
on all of them.
It's not on. I mean, if Will wanted an artist to come and open up the song, do a song or whatever, he could have did that. But if I'm the musical artist, I'm looking for every opportunity. Yeah. How can I be a part of this podcast live that's happening? Yeah. In Sandy. How can I do that? I got an album dropping in a month from now. How can I get these eyes? You know what I mean? Or even if I'm a musical artist, hey, other side of the Beehive, how much would it cost for me to put a 10-second ad in your podcast? You know what I mean? How much does that cost? I think that those are opportunities for artists to put money into advertising themselves. The big thing right now for Utah creatives in general is that we're not seen. So how do we get seen? That's the thing, in my opinion. Yeah, we need to be seen. We got great talent. We got great content. We just need to be seen. We need a bigger audience.
Is there anything else that is getting to as many?
And by the way, that's bigger than creatives in Utah. That goes for like organizations like Fierce Fighting Championship. Yeah, great fights, great atmosphere. People need to know about it. Yeah, we should be the bare knuckle fighting. Great audience, great, because they were on television, they were running YouTube ads, they're advertising at the Fierce Fighting Championship. There's so many different things, right? And so that's that. So when I say people need to know about it, that's what I mean. And when you perform, make sure you perform, right? It's the same thing with us. Yeah, when we're podcasting, we need to perform for the audience. Sometimes when we perform, this is all entertainment, right? This is something that we need to keep people's attention. Yeah. How do we keep people's attention? They don't want to hear about fucking certain shit. That's why when I say that we're losing audience, because they don't care about certain shit. Yeah. They want to hear the jokes. This is a comedy podcast. They want to hear those. When we have a somber moment, when we have a true live heart to heart, like we talked about Chance, cool. That's gonna keep audience because they'll hit them in the feel goods, right? But ultimately, branching out, being aware, that's the thing that we need to work on.
Is there anything else that gets to as many masses as your show that is out there for creators to do?
What do you mean?
So far, and obviously, I just get to see the third person that sees everything from the outside, right? Like I'm not. I mean, I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm not in touch with every single artist that's out there, but I do know that your show is boosting all these guys to be seen, to be heard. Is there anything else besides you that it's out there at the level that your show is at? I'm not talking about podcasts. Everybody can do everybody's podcast. I'm talking about, is there anybody that is going above and beyond? Because I know that you, for example, are doing this for hip hop, and I think the other radio station is doing the same thing for like local bands when it comes to like rock. They're doing that, but
X is doing local segments.
Who's
X? Is that what you're talking about? Who's the other radio station?
X?
X96?
No. I'm talking about like Caber, for example.
Oh, they do local?
Yeah, they do local bands.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I didn't know that.
And it's for the most part, it's like, because this is rock, right? Yeah. For the most part, it's like rock local bands. Only one show does it, right? Just like you guys.
Yeah.
But besides the radio, if I'm an artist and I'm not at that level of like I have the years to back off my credentials, is there anything else that's doing what you're doing to expose a artist like that?
Mike Masters does a phenomenal job. They just hit they're hitting hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube.
Yeah.
They do an amazing job. That's why I tell these rappers, I'm like, dog, I had an artist come and shoot a music video at the studio. And he had I'm gonna have him on the podcast. We talked about it. But he had like a mink coat on. He had like a championship belt with his face on it. It said Utah's best MC. I'm like, well, what makes you the best MC? He was like, cause I'll put anybody's music against mine and I'll crush them. And I'm like, all right, but what if somebody challenged you to a rap battle? He's like, I don't rap battle. And I was like, well, how do you call yourself the best?
You can't rap battle.
When I know artists that both can battle and they have good songs. You know what I mean? And it made me think about like those artists that don't take advantage of, one, exercising that talent, exercising their pen game, exercising this form of art, as in rap battling, but at the same time, get the exposure that Mike Masters is given. You got huge rap battlers that are on these cards. Guys that have 1 million+ views on YouTube. Guys that have tons of followers. And look, I posted one video on Twitter of one of the Mike Master battles, and that went viral. I wasn't even there. I paid for the pay-per-view. I took a clip, I threw it on Twitter, and went viral. Yeah. That helped Mike Masters. That helped the artists that were on that card that night. But that's where radio is not the only option for artists. Podcasts aren't the only option for artists. You can go and do the rap battle league. You can go and do that. You can even advertise on the rap battle. Lake Talk 801 did it. Elite Smoke and Vape, be a sponsor. Put some money into being seen. It's all a shake of the dice, right? When you advertise, if I go and put my face on a UTA bus, it'll be seen, but how many people are going to actually click on something to see what that is? Yeah. You know what I mean? So there are different options. There's not one option. There's not one best fit. I think that artists need to do what's best for them and best for their brand. There's some artists that don't even want to be on the radio. There's some artists that don't even have a thought or a dream of being on the radio. Guys that are 25 and above, be cool, right? Because they grew up in an era when radio was in a different place. Guys that are 15, 16, I don't know if they have the same ambition to be on the radio. Yeah. They might want to rather be on No Jumper or an internet show or something. But that's the thing, is that artists, if you have personality, shine that personality. Yeah. Do more than just rap. Go and be a part of a web series. Create content. Collab with other creators. You know, the thing that I see the most growth in, bro, I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm almost at 500,000 views on YouTube, and it's all from being consistent and collaborating with different people. 12 Days of Podsmith did really well because I'm collaborating with 12 different people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I would say there's no other, there's more than one platform to get you where you want to go. Just got to figure out what's good for you or create the platform.
Yeah, I do have a bunch of ideas that I want to take over for, and now that I know that I'm not,
you sound like your brother.
My brother?
Yeah.
No, I know. No, but these are things that I really wanted to do from the get go. It's just I've said it before. I just didn't want the Beehive to focus on me when there was the two of us, right? And whether that was a good thing or a bad thing.
Audience is tuning out again.
Oh Jesus.
Go back to your mom fucking.
So my mom, right? What the fuck, dude? I wasn't gonna go fuck to my mom. We just went from a fucking serious fucking moment to my mom. Oh, hey, man. I'm about to take over on this new thing. What's your advice?
Do it.
You know, consistency is there, right?
Yeah, but just do it. As your friend, we've been friends for what, 3 years?
A little more, yeah.
So that's one thing that you've been talking about doing this shit for over 2 years.
Yeah.
It open on Sundays was a thing. Just do it, bro. And that goes for anybody. Like, if there's something that you want to do, don't hesitate. Go do it. Whether if it's having a conversation with your friend, your wife, with somebody that you had a relationship, you need to patch something, go do it. Don't hesitate. There's a reason why it's on your mind. And if you hesitate, procrastinate, it's not going to happen, right? It's like me getting in the gym. It's like I procrastinate. I'm not getting in the gym. All right, I'm not losing weight.
Yo, you were so consistent there for 1 second. Oh
yeah, man. The spark's coming back though. I'm getting back. I'm getting back there, man. How's your workouts going?
It's good. I know he's got a couple of he's got a few days that he kind of owes me because I've missed some because of work, and then he missed some because of his kid and stuff like that. So, but
you guys don't have a consistent day that you just show up. So
we do. So I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays.
Well, today's Tuesday.
That's 3 days. I know, but that's what I'm saying because either work. This week is my scheduling week, so I'm basically on call. So if they say, "Hey, I have to get on my computer," that's why I got my backpack there, just in case something happens.
Oh.
So, but we try to fit it in when we can, but I try to do 3 days a week at least.
You feeling stronger?
Yeah, he even says that. I was like, "Well, you're getting strong."
Hell yeah.
So. That's a plus.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Waldo, he just did, for those of you that don't know, Waldo, my longtime friend, he's a videographer, photographer, and Niners Empire.
That's right.
I don't know if he's a VP. I think he's VP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's VP. I think his brother's president. Anyway, he did an 113-hour fast.
Oh, damn.
Water, electrolytes, and beef broth or chicken broth.
I've heard of that shit.
It's the same thing that Dana White did.
Yeah.
Dana White kind of made it famous, and Dana White only did like 86 hours or 72 hours or something like that. Waldo went pretty much a full week.
Yeah. Damn.
Well, work week. And he lost, right now, I think he's down in 2 weeks. I think he's down 19 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah. It's he's killing it.
Sometimes I want to do that, but then, fights are happening this weekend. I'm like, I got to go have my salad. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it could be a cheeseburger.
God bless you for showing me that goddamn salad, dude.
Fire.
I'm at that point. Listen, just like I say, I was there last Saturday. I'm at that point where I go, I'm going to go to the bar, even though I know none of my homies are there, just to have that salad.
Yeah, but you know the staff now, and now you're
for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like when that happens with my friends, that happens often. Like, I'll introduce my friends to something, and they just go and do their own thing. I'm like, hell yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome. What's next what's something that you want to take on this year that you haven't yet? You have any plans for something whether it's big or small to be like, okay, this is new that I want to do? Yeah,
check out my podcast, Unrestricted with Rawka. I told you all that in this last episode.
Hey,
your audience don't care about my plans.
We're losing. I care about my.
Yeah,
about
but that's the thing, though, man. When you're creating this content, you're entertaining. What me telling my plans, that's not entertaining to them. They don't care.
But I need to know.
Well, then ask me off camera.
So listen to your podcast.
Listen to the
God
podcast.
God damn it, dude! You're good on one side, and on the other side, you fucking tell me where the bear shits. It's that beer you brought me, dude.
Did your mom knit that hat?
Hey, enough with my. Oh no, I think it was my ex-sister-in-law.
See, I was right, man. Somebody knitted it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't just show up.
What's your mom do, like, outside of obviously her profession? Like, does your mom have like a passion?
No.
She just worked her whole life.
And you know what? I actually think that it's a few months back. I'm thinking, my mom doesn't have any friends here. Like, she has 2 besties in Mexico, right? And they have like 3 or 4 grandkids each of them. And now here I am, like, I'm not having kids, and my sister's like, I don't think so. And my brother being 19, he's like, it's gonna take him a minute. Hopefully, it takes him a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, she doesn't have any friends. She just does family stuff. That's why she's always like, "Oh, let's travel.
Yeah.
Let's do things together. Let's do this. Let's go out and eat, or let's do this."
Is that an older generation thing? Like, do you think, or is that just your mom?
I think it's just my mom, because if we were in Mexico right now, there was so many times that, for example, I will have to stay at home taking care of my sister, and my mom would buy me a pizza just so I can stay and take care of my sister, because she was gonna go hang out with her friends. Like, she would go out to the club or whatever. Like, my mom was an outgoing person, right?
Popping that pussy.
She's just God damn it, dude.
What was the song you think she popped it to? Some cumbia.
I think so.
Yeah.
Dude. Can you talk to these people for a second while I go piss? Huh?
Yo sé, tienes no ver amor.
Fuck Selena, dude. Talk to these people while I
Yo, don't hate on Selena, yo. Selena was one of the greatest.
Was.
She passed away. The thing about Selena was she trusted the wrong person. That's one thing that I hope you don't do. Don't trust the wrong person. You got to choose your friends wisely. You got to choose who you let in wisely. I've learned this the hard way. I've trusted the wrong people, had the wrong results, but at the same time, you had to give a little trust, right? You got to give a little trust to get a little trust. I wish that whole Selena thing would have worked out differently. I wonder what artists we wouldn't have if Selena was still around. Kind of like Tupac, right? Tupac, Biggie, all the greats, Bob Marley. What happens if they would have really fulfilled what they were working towards, right? Tupac wanting change. Bob Marley wanted to heal the world with his music. What would have happened if they would have really accomplished what they were set out to do? I don't know. I think music, entertainment may be a lot different, but at the powers that be, they make it so it doesn't happen. They make it to where you need to consume this stuff. You need to consume this type of content. If you're still listening, nonsense being said, nonsense being made, but you still do it. We still consume all the things that we know aren't good for us. I'm still drinking alcohol. I'm still eating cheeseburgers. You know what I mean? We still deal with lust. We still deal with greed. I want more money. The more money, the better. I'm just not willing to sacrifice my relationship, my wife, to make a quick buck. Whew. I want to know what would you sacrifice? How much money would you sacrifice, or what would you sacrifice for an amount of money? If I backed up the Brinks truck and had $30 million for you, are you willing to give up something? If so, what is that? What's the limit? What's the limit to shutting it down? I'm talking about how money is the roots of all evil, and how we're still always going to be a consumer to this thing.
Podcasting?
The things that we know aren't good for us. the cheeseburgers, the alcohol,
dude,
the sex, you know what I mean, all these things.
Okay, I'm 3 for 3. Food's my weakness, dude. I just that's like I can get in a regimen when I'm working out and I'm doing it every day. It's just, but food is my.
Want to go get some Santos tacos?
Where's that at?
You never had Santos? It's down the street. It's in Rose Park, right here.
Oh, Rose Park.
What are you talking about? Yo, that clip went viral too with Justin. I don't know if you guys seen it on TikTok, where Justin was like, he's like, "Have you ever been to Rose Park?" He was like, "I've never been there."
Who's Justin?
Oh, jeez. You don't remember Justin
Simmons?
Yeah.
I do.
I'll show you the clip. We're boring the audience again.
God damn it!
Is it time? Like, what are we at? An hour and a half?
Almost 2.
Jesus Christ, yo! Your audience ain't even watching no more.
That last one was 2 too with the Lake Talk.
Yeah, and the real podcast started at an hour 15 minutes. There was a whole hour 15 minutes of you guys talk about, yeah, this podcast, we're doing this. Why'd you leave? Why? Like, nobody cares.
Dude, why are you shading on us?
I'm not. See, that's why you should have ended it 20 minutes ago.
This? You want to? Dude, by the way, I wanted to pee so bad, and then the last 30 seconds before I walk out, my pace is like, I'm coming out. I was like, I gotta go, dude.
When's the last time you had your prostate checked?
I never have. Have you?
You're 40. You need to.
No, I think it's a 50 now.
No, it's 40, bro.
No, what is that? The one to go through your, the one to check your butthole. Isn't that 50?
That's prostate. That's
That's
40.
50. No, I think they moved
They
it up.
lowered it. They lowered it because the microfibers of plastic that we consume,
Yeah.
you know that, right? We consume like a credit card worth of plastic. So since they found this new data, it showed that men are 95% more to contract prostate cancer from the amount of plastic and other like materials that we just consume just from normal shit.
Yeah.
Just from drinking water out of our tap, drinking bottled water, we consume all this shit. So they suggest that men go and get their prostate checked at the minimum of age 40. So if you haven't had that finger in your butt, you need to go do that.
I mean, I have, just not a doctor.
How do you get to that point? Is that something that she wants, or is that something you want?
It's something that she brought up, and it was little by little. It was like maybe just up and down, then it was like a little round.
Don't you feel like you're gonna fart?
And then I was like, I felt, dude, now that you say this.
Because men are always gassy. We always got gas somewhere.
I tell you what, I felt like I was shitting everywhere. And then I'm like, is it? And she's like, no. I'm like, there's nothing down there. It's like, she's like, no. I'm like, okay. But when I tell you, it's the hardest orgasm I ever had.
Onto yourself?
Huh?
Like, because you have your legs up, right? Or what position are you in? You're on your back with your legs up?
Yeah, I'm like holding my legs, but she
so that
was,
means your
but she
dick
was
is
like,
towards your face, right?
no, dude.
So you come on your face?
Fuck, dude. That's boring to people.
No, they're getting entertained now.
Like, now I'm turning it in volume on.
Keep coming on the face.
I didn't comb my own face, but
You got close?
no, fuck no, dude. You shoot ropes?
Sometimes. Depends. If I'm hydrated, yeah. If I'm dehydrated, nah.
Are you just a? That's it. Or,
Depends. If I'm hydrated,
or are you just like a?
depends. Sometimes I'm like that, during the holidays, the little chocolate covered.
During the holidays.
During the holidays. You get the little chocolate covered cherries.
Yo, guess what I was gonna bring you? And the fucking store wasn't open. I was gonna bring you some Glorious.
Oh, Gloria,
Gloria,
Gloria.
Gloria.
Two different songs, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, but still same name, right?
I like
so we
Glorious,
both win.
Those are fire.
I'll tell you what though. I'll bring him Saturday, just for you.
Hell yeah. Saturday's gonna be fun. I would tell you about it, but this is gonna come out after. Oh, matter of fact, can I plug
Dude, you can plug everything you want.
Okay,
dude.
here we go. A bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street. December 23rd, I will be at a bar named Sue. Come on out. It's the Saturday before Christmas. This is the best time of the year to be in the bar. I have the most fun and the best conversations during this time of the year, the holidays, people are just in a good mood. We're talking about stories. It's just a lot of fun. And people are generous. You get a lot of drinks for free. And people want to see you smile and have a good time. So come on out. A Bar Named Sue, 8136 South State Street, December 23rd. I'm going to wrap up, right? We're wrapping this thing up.
Up to you.
All right. Dre Rawka, DRERAWKA on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that good stuff. Follow me. I do a segment on 92.5 FM on the local tri-state area here in Utah. It's called Rock the Mic is a segment I do where I have locals come on, we interview them, play their music, and it's a lot of fun. I've learned a lot about our community through these artists. You know, I was battling back and forth about like some of the music I don't like, some of the music I do, right? But I kept battling back and forth. I was like, it's not about me. It's about the community.
Yeah.
I'm not the judge and the jury. The community is. So if I play the song and it sucks, the community's gonna tell them. So sometimes I have people that's like, why you have this person on or why you have that person on? It's because they followed the right prompts. So definitely go check that out. If you are in Utah, definitely reach out to me if you would like to be a part of it or whatnot. But yeah, man, I appreciate you. The other side of the Beehive, this is the last time we're going to see the name, I guess.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
That's so fucking...
In the name of the Son, the Spirit.
The Father.
In the name of the Father, the Spirit.
The name of the Father,
in the name
Son,
of the Father, the Son,
and the Holy...
The Spirit, and the Holy Ghost.
And the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Ghost. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
The power of Christ compels you.
God damn. I mean, I wasn't done talking, but whatever, I guess.
Your audience don't care. You were really a 2-hour podcast? You know how ridiculous that is?
Why?
Nobody likes that shit.
But this is going away. Who cares?
It's not going away. That's how. This is gonna be the part where I rag on the other side of Beehive. So if you don't want to hear me ragging about this podcast, skip forward about a minute and a half. First off, they say, "Oh man, I can't make it. I can't do this no more. I need a break." Justin says that. Cool. Angel says, "Well, I don't want to keep the name and keep doing this without you." And then they have another episode, and Justin's like, "Well, hey, just give me a call, and I'll come and do it with you." And then Angel's like, "Well, I can't keep the name. I want to do this thing alone. And I don't know. I got to reach out to people for guests." It's like, how about you guys just use a schedule? That's it. That's how you create a fix for this whole thing. You have special guests on. And when Justin wants to come on, boom. The other side of Beehive just keeps rolling. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Over.
Well, don't talk to us like it's our fucking first rodeo, first off. I'll tell you what. I'll be honest with you. If you think this is coming back, I can already tell you it's never going to happen. Now, can Justin come back and do it with me? Like on the other thing? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Every time he wants. But for us to dust this out and pull it out, I can put money on the table. It's never going to happen.
What, the sign?
No, like the Beehive.
What are you talking about? It just continues. That's it. And if Justin shows up, he shows up.
Yeah, I guess.
That's exactly my point, is that nothing has to change. You were doing it before without him. You'll do it, do it after without him. Like, it's not hard. It's not, you know what I mean? Now you have your own space.
Yeah.
You clear off this, this side, and you just fucking have your guests come in. You live in your calendar, and you just keep it going.
I'm excited about this, though.
That's cool, man. Congrats.
I already got some stuff in the works. I already got some stuff that is like, okay, that's pumping me up to do this shit. So.
All right, we'll see if it works. We'll see.
Jesus Christ.
We'll see if it continues.
You changed, dude, for the worse too.
I'm glad. If I'm the same after fucking how long?
No, because you used to be like all positive and shit. Now when talking to the Beehive, you're like, oh, it's gonna be the same.
You guys are annoying.
What the fuck do you mean?
If Justin's gonna leave, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with the name, and just fucking keep going. The audience don't care as long as you put out good content. I know they don't care.
That's why I'm not doing this.
So you make your life harder.
No, I'm not. Wait, hold on. You're trying to give me shit. You didn't keep the same name you had.
It's because I didn't want to, and I switched it like that.
That's the same fucking. That's the exact same thing I'm doing.
Yeah, but you didn't hear me be like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with that.
No, that's because I had both. I had both opinions. Some say, "Well, just keep what you got."
Yeah, just go. Like, we don't want to hear that. The audience don't want to hear that. Just go.
See, what do you know what the audience wants?
Because I'm the audience.
Oh, so you don't care about what we have to say? That's what you're saying?
I care about good content,
and I'm gonna get good content.
It's not.
It doesn't matter the name.
This isn't good content. Talking about a podcast, about another podcast's podcast. Nobody cares about that.
You went through the same thing I'm going through.
Yeah.
You went through the exact same shit, and then when you went through, all of a sudden it was good. Now that I'm going through, nobody wants to hear about it.
But I never talked about it.
No, we heard it.
What do you mean?
I heard it.
I never podcasted.
Maybe it wasn't recorded.
Yeah.
But I heard it. I care.
But you're my friend, and we have that conversation off air.
I know, but I care.
But I'm not sitting here and be like, oh, I wish this would work out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to go get guests. I got to get a new logo. I got to do all. Everybody already knows that. When you have a new show, you got new things.
But I didn't know if I was going to get a new logo. I didn't know if I was going to get a new show.
But the audience don't care. All they care about you showing up, giving us content, and keeping the shit pushing.
God damn it, Dre.
Nobody cares. You got to think about this. Like, there's a small percentage of people that might have interest, and those are your friends that you will talk to offline, that you will talk to off air, that already knows what's going on, that you have been talking to about it for years now. Like, nobody gives a fuck about this.
Well, so much for the last episode. Huh?
You can cut all that. And you can podcasters, feel free to cut some shit out of your podcast. A podcast doesn't have to be 2 hours, an hour and a half. Like, cut some shit out of your shit. If it's not entertaining, cut that shit out.
Whatever happened to you? You used to be like, just make content and put it out there. Who cares?
Entertaining content.
But now you're talking about cutting shit. Do you ever cut shit?
Get to the entertainment. Yeah, hell yeah.
Nowadays you do more than before.
The wife with a knife can tell you I cut some shit out.
So more than you did before. Or you always cut shit?
No, I've always cut shit. I've always cut. If there's a chunk of bullshit that doesn't matter, that I know the audience ain't gonna be entertained, pay attention to your algorithm. Pay attention to your stats. Find out on YouTube when people tune out. If they tune out at 57 minutes into your podcast, what happened at 57 minutes in? Oh, I started talking about another podcast. All right, well, maybe we don't talk about another podcast. Or maybe it's, whatever talk. Like, pay attention to this shit. This is all, you said it at the beginning. You knew from the day that you were a young kid, you were meant to entertain. Right? Mm-hmm. So entertain.
Yeah, but I also care. I think podcast is like the most legit platform where you like actually have a conversation with somebody that doesn't have to be like juggling anything. You can just be like, oh, hey, what happened to you yesterday? Oh, I was sick. Like, that's like having a like a legit conversation. It doesn't have to be like, oh, we have to come here and this is what we got to talk about because we got to entertain. It's like, no, I actually want to sit down here and talk to a friend.
Well, you do it in entertainment fashion. We talked about Chance. That was very somber. That was very sad. But it was entertaining. Entertainment doesn't mean bright lights, smile, laugh. Entertainment means, it can mean knowledge. It can mean information. It can mean laughter. It can mean a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to tell you how to create. But as a consumer, I'm going to tell you when I tune out. I tune out when I'm hearing about, and maybe it's just me, because you already tell me the shit off camera. So you're just repeating more shit that I've already heard.
When do you tune out?
Huh?
When do you tune out?
When you start talking about, oh, Justin this, the other side of Beehive that, when it's like, when you already say you're going to keep going, all right, cool, then just keep this thing going.
I'm gonna.
Angel. Oh, man. What else, Angel?
He changed his name, he changed his logo, and now me talking about it, it's fucking, it's bad.
You don't understand, Angel. Oh. Here, let me break it down for you.
Oh, please.
I went through a rebranding change for my podcast. I've done it multiple times. I never once went onto my podcast platform, hit record, and gossiped about me changing my podcast.
Yeah, but also I was also answering questions that were being asked to me, though.
From who?
Like the late talk.
That's your friends. You talk about it offline.
No, that's what I'm saying. But if they ask me, I'm not gonna. If they ask me if I'm recording, I'm not gonna say we'll talk about it later.
No, you say, yeah, man, I'm excited for the new change, and I seen that you guys are doing this. You direct the conversation. It's all lands on you. This is. That's the thing, is that this isn't just showing up and just talking. This is literally you entertaining the person on the other side of that camera. Yeah. And there's thousands and millions of people that could potentially watch this. When do they tune out? If that's all they want to hear is your behind the scenes bullshit, all the drama and shit or whatever, then cool, keep talking about it. But to me, and again, this just might be because we talk even when this ain't recording. Yeah. You've said we've had these conversations hundreds of times. Yeah. When we're at the bar, your plans, the different things, what you and your people are going through, whatever. We've talked about this. So maybe it's just me. Maybe me hearing this shit again is like, God damn, like, come on, let's talk about something more. Your mom wanted to go on another vacation. Why's your mom want to go on so many fucking vacations?
When?
Why?
She wants to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii. And that was your idea. You want to go to Hawaii too?
No, there was 2 things on the thing that came out.
What if your mom got pregnant right now? What would you do?
At 60?
She got pregnant at 30.
She got pregnant at 40 with my brother.
God damn!
Can you at 60?
Hell yeah, you can.
But not everybody though. Don't you get like menopause?
Your mom's healthy.
Yeah, but menopause is a fucking... Doesn't matter how healthy you are, right?
Call her. Let's ask.
Mom, can you still pop a kid?
Shit, I know my dad can light it up. I don't know if...
But it was different for us, though. We still spread the seed. But also, how many swimmers do you have that are, like, good and healthy?
That's my question for him. When's the last time you busted inside your girl?
Does he still have his girl?
Yeah, man. They've been together a long time, man. They've been together since I was, like, 10, 11.
Oh, damn. Never got married, huh?
Nah, hell no. No. My dad...
Your dad's like... I learned my lesson. Huh?
My dad, I feel bad for my dad because my mom was his, that was his. They say that in a relationship, one loves the other one more. Always. It's never a 50-50 equal love thing. And that's what I was always told, and that's what I've always seen. I've always seen in a relationship, somebody loves somebody more. Yeah. Even down to like this partnership. Obviously, you love this podcast more than Justin, right? So like... And that's just being fucking transparent and real. Like, same thing with my partnerships. I loved this more than the other people that were with me. So my dad, my mom, that was his world. That was somebody that he obviously wanted to have a family with and shit like that. When it didn't work out, he was jaded to ever falling for that again. You know? And, you know... it doesn't really matter because he's been with my stepmom for, you know, forever, 20 plus years. So essentially they are married, but they've never had any type of marriage. But they've known each other since they were kids too.
Oh, really?
It's fucking weird, bro. So quick story. I know we tried to end this podcast like 4 times already. When my dad and I moved to Portland, he ran into my stepmom out there. In the same project. My stepsister was living in the same project, the Columbia Villa project. Shout out to my Columbia Villa Crips out there.
Colombian.
We ran into her, and my dad was like, yo, I know your mom's. And she was like, yeah, my mom lives right two doors down. My dad ends up running into her. They haven't seen each other since she was in high school. He was in like middle school or whatever. And this is how small Salt Lake City is. My stepmom, her sisters used to date my mom's brother, so my uncles, my tios, right? So they all knew each other from Rose Park, real fucking small. My dad ends up dating her, and yeah, just always been together ever since. But they've known each other for so long. It just so happens that we moved into the same project that all this happened. And on top of that, my dad's cousin ended up my dad's cousin's son ended up marrying my stepsister. So they were already. It's a whole fucking web. So they ended up being family. My sister's actually coming out. My half sister, my stepsister. She's coming out in January, and her story's crazy. I'm gonna talk to her about it because she's older than me. She knows a lot. She could fill in a lot of blanks to the questions that I have, and her story is nuts.
Yeah, on a pod or a personal level?
Pod. She wants to do the pod.
Oh, nice.
And she was a stripper at the $1 Million back in the day, right off of State Street.
So was my wife.
Yeah, so it might have been the same time.
Yeah,
might have been. Because I think they're about the same age. Yeah, man. She went from that, dealt with addiction and got clean, and dealt with fighting to get her kids back, and now she has a relationship with her kids, and she's kicking ass in Arizona, and yeah, she's a nurse, and
oh damn,
yeah, tying it back to the nurses. My sister wearing all the tight fucking scrubs,
showing that fucking badunk.
Yeah, showing the booty and showing the Yeah.
What if she has an OnlyFans? And she plays it.
I think she was a webcam girl. You gotta think my sister is 44, 43. So this was at the height when she was stripping and doing all this shit. This was at the height of like webcam girls. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's when they first fucking started and shit. So I'm sure she definitely did the whole fucking web back when Gmail wasn't even a thing. Yeah, you had fucking AOL, fucking dial up trying to see booty and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna ask her all that.
Yeah, don't print those fucking photos. Huh? Take all the ink. Those fucking piece of shit fucking guys. Well, let's get out of here then.
Well, now that you're depressed, the last episode.
Yeah, what
Angel hates it when he asks me questions and I tell him how it is.
Yeah, I don't know who made you God.
Nobody made me God.
I'm kidding.
Here's the thing, man. Like my opinion don't mean shit. No, because look, here's the thing, Angel. Because these rappers out here think that.
Oh damn.
I'm the fucking last say so to shit. Nobody controls your shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I got drugged through the internet today, all because of my take on LeBron James fucking winning the end season tournament. You on TikTok or YouTube on all my shit's all fucking, you fucking LeBron hater, you're blah, 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 you trash, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dog, I just said my opinion. Who am I? You know what I mean? Like, I'm nobody.
You're making me somebody.
So keep on hating.
Yeah. Well, tell people where they can find you. Again.
Are you going to edit all that out? You should cut all that.
What?
Cut everything that.
You chew my ass?
No, when you got sad.
I'm still sad. I'm not gonna cut another hour off of this motherfucker.
No, it was probably like good 20. When you went to pee, so you coming back to pee.
Oh, now. That's where the good shit happened. You can catch me at Angel Severo on Instagram, Angel Severo on Facebook. That's my last name, Cervera. You good?
I just want to show that I did finish my Red Rock. Rawka, DRERAWKA, Barney Sue, 8136 South State Street, allrock.com, ALLRAWK.com. If you made it this far, I appreciate you.
And despite what it says, for the last time, ask the other side of the Beehive. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there. We will see you.
That was redundant. Hold on, you said this is the last time. Until next time.
That's how we sign out, dude. I don't care. See, I don't care about your hate. Keep hating, dude. All right. You're making me good.
Go ahead, from the beginning.
Despite what he thinks, ask the last time.
Yeah.
Just say peace, dude.
Until next time, take care of yourselves. We'll see you on the next time. Have a great night. Peace.
Peace. Merry Christmas or whatever.
It's a Christmas episode too.